Enjoy the music by Diane Russell. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family. Enjoy the music by Diane Russell. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family.
You shine like silver, and that look in your eyes. You move like a river, dance away like the tide. You got your head up in the clouds. Please tell me what you see. You're on a new high. You're on a new high now. You're on a new high. You're on a new high now. You're clearing your cobwebs and smashing your glass. You can't say a sentence that comes from the past when your mouth is dry. Can't say a word, but tell me what you've heard. You're on a new high. You're on a new high now. You're on a new high. You're on a new high now. When are you gonna come down? When are you gonna come down? As soon as your feet touch the ground, you're gone, gone, gone. You shine like silver, and that look in your eyes. You move like a river, dance away like the tide. You got your head up in the clouds. Please tell me what you see. You're on a new high. You're on a new high now. You're on a new high. 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 You're on a new high now.
Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. We are not going back.
Ah, I love that. I love that fucking English accent. I
Tony.
really do.
Tony
The
did it.
cast.
It's AI. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool, Tony.
Hi, Benny. How are you, honey?
Oh, phew. I'm sweating.
I love your shirt.
Thank you. This is my husband's little tiny
fuck.
Oh my God, it's as big as you could wear it as a dress.
It is a dress. I put shorts on in case the wind blows.
I don't know why, but we keep buffering.
Ooh.
And is anybody else getting buffering? I'm getting buffering on YouTube.
Restart
I
or refresh or whatever.
I did. I have several times.
I don't know.
Thank
Hello,
you, Lynn.
everybody.
Oh, well, thank you guys for being here so much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We're kind of, okay, Elizabeth, okay.
We're touching stuff.
Okay, so Brian said he's got no link yet, and so I think he wants to come in.
Oh.
I just sent it.
Okay, he already sent it. Okay, so I didn't know. And
I didn't know.
yeah, I didn't know. So it's okay. No, I'm glad he's gonna come in.
Donald Trump's saggy McNuggets.
Ah! I fucking love you, Brian. You're like one of the kids I never had. I mean, seriously.
Call from
Donald Trump's saggy McNuggets.
What the fuck is this?
Oh my God.
All right, hold on.
Oh, shit.
I know. Tony grabbed that just before the show today, and I do adore it. I love it.
You know, I spend so much time when I'm watching Brian, listening to Brian, laughing because he's a funny motherfucker.
I know.
God damn, he's funny. And, you know, just his laugh alone, you know, elicits laughter.
Yeah. It's infectious. He's got an infectious laugh. Hi, Brian.
Indeed.
We weren't talking about this, Brian. We were talking about Boston Brian, who called into our show on Tuesday.
The other Brian.
Yeah. And could you hear it?
The other Irish guy.
Yeah, the other.
No, I didn't. I just got in.
Okay, so Tony, play the drop.
call from
Donald Trump's saggy McNuggets.
Saggy nuggets.
Saggy McNuggets.
Jesus Christ.
So, Brian, how are you feeling? Because you did Old Man Fall Down socks on stairs.
I did. I did socks on the stairs, and I went down half a flight of stairs. Tucked my head in so I didn't hit my head. I've got enough rocks up there anyway to probably protect it. But yeah, I broke my coccyx, which is my tailbone. I have to say that quick because if I say it slow, it sounds like a bad Southern family reunion. Broke my coccyx.
How are you sitting down with the broken coccyx, or are you
I'm
laying
standing
on...
right now.
Okay.
I'm standing right now, yes.
Because I
Yeah.
broke my coccyx. Okay,
Yes.
I did. Like, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, maybe 20 years now. And it took like 4 years for it to stop hurting.
I've got a hairline
like
fracture
2
on
years.
one side, so it's really I'm lopsided. Really,
Yeah, I snapped mine this way.
right down. Yeah,
Right into the crack.
ouch. I understand that pain that you were in.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. I mean, you know, that is severe pain.
Yeah.
I've witnessed much severe pain in my life, but that was like right close to the cherry on the top of the cake. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No more.
So, well, are you? So you can't even. It's hard even for you to sit down on a donut pillow.
I have a special. It's not quite a donut. It's a really ergonomic thing that, like, you know, it's a memory foam deal. That it's you know, I can actually sit on that and, you know, work from home.
A hiney pillow.
A hiney pillow, yeah. But driving a long time, no, I can't pull the hour in and hour and a half back that I was doing before. So I'm not going to be doing that for at least another, you know, I think another month. But you know, we'll see. I was able to drive to the grocery store yesterday, and I didn't cry that much.
You know what you need, Brian? You need some Benny Loco's can of butt butter.
Can of mud butter.
Put some of that can of butt butter right on your crack, boy. Set you straight.
Mm.
I put that shit on everything.
Everything
Because
that
it's
hurts.
effective. I wouldn't use it if
Nice.
it wasn't effective.
Good stuff.
So we've got a shit ton to cover, so I really want to try to breeze through some of this. But I had, well, let me start off by saying, hey Tony, happy 21st anniversary.
Oh, fuck.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Happy, happy, happy.
I got him again. He never remembers
Happy, happy anniversary.
Not a
ever.
guy thing.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. For a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, how about new?
Yeah, 21 years, bruh. When are you gonna remember?
It's time for hope, for
Can't forget
change.
after this.
It's time to be a man and vote for a woman.
There you go.
That's right.
Because we actually remember shit and like,
Yeah. And get shit done. We're meticulous, methodical. We have a plan.
I
Not
never
just run
forget my
willy-nilly
anniversary.
into things.
well, Brian.
I got married on 9/11.
Oh, well, yeah, it's hard to
Oh.
forget that one.
So every year, I just look for the documentaries with the planes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get flowers.
My oldest daughter's birthday is 9/11. So it's a day that I can't forget either.
Yeah. He never remembers. 21 years later,
Aw.
I knew I was going to fucking bust his ass on the show, and I can hardly wait.
Get on your love.
And you could see
That's
him
how
not
you do
remembering
it.
the whole way up to the show, right?
Holy shit!
I'm going, oh my God, he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember. I'm going to so bust him.
Computer says nah.
No.
Computer says nah.
Thank you guys. Thanks everybody in the chat.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Tony,
Yeah,
I don't know
happy
why, but
anniversary,
like
guys.
seriously, I even changed to my account and it's still buffering. It's buffering like a mofo over here. I've refreshed
I don't
it
see it
a
buffered.
dozen times.
It's because you're running. You don't need
You
to
touch
see
it.
the fucking show. Just pop out the chat.
Well, I also like to know where the delay is, how long it is.
Mm.
Oh my God. I popped out the chat and Twitch. Give me a break.
Clap your hand, and I'll say now.
Yeah. So I want, by the way, I took 11 pages of notes just on Wednesday alone. That is the kind of shitholes of news that is coming at us. And like, you know, a little block of story here, a block of story here. You know, some things that's fucking scattered. There's some great ads that have been put out. There's video of the right-wing insanity. And then, you know, as we got off the show on Tuesday night, it had come out that Donald Trump said, I need the kind of generals that Hitler had. And that went out all fucking, that went crazy. And it was next day, all the headline of the next day. And it was from like an Atlantic article, in which also where we found out that Donald Trump said he was going to pay for that woman who was a military person and she was unalived on base. And he said he was going to pay for the funeral, and he never gave them a dime. And then he said it doesn't take $60,000 to bury an effing, and I'm sure he didn't use the word Mexican. So, and they're trying to rip me off and all this bullshit. So, I mean, I just want to breeze through some of this bullshit because, it's already been covered a lot.
Sure.
I think we all know about it. This whole Elon Musk thing. Elon Musk, he's already fighting 24 federal cases against him in court right now, over 24. And now he's got the DOJ wrote a strongly worded letter to say he's a foul of his $1 million scheme to buy votes for Trump in Pennsylvania.
Let you and me go out and pass out $5 bills to voters and tell them to vote for Kamala and see what happens.
Yeah, we'd be in jail in a heartbeat.
We'd be in a jail in a fucking New York minute.
Not good.
Yeah. Just that reminds me of the $5 bill that asshole was passing out to homeless people so that when they use it, they'll get arrested. That asshole. That's a crime to do that.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
I mean, it just...
Distributing fake money, yeah. Yeah, counterfeit bills.
I just watched a video of a fella up in Schenectady, New York, who's running. I can't recall his name, but he was out bringing folders and knocking doors, flyers, and he got caught taking.
Yeah, I have the video. We have the video.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I was like, you motherfucker.
There's a video of him taking a flyer out of the mailbox and then going up and knocking on the door and dropping his flyer off. It's a federal crime to fucking take anybody's fucking mail.
Mailboxes.
It was the beginning of the police in the United States was the postal
system.
Yep.
Well, maybe I would never touch my fucking neighbor's mailbox if my mail lady wasn't such an imbecile and keeps putting my neighbor's mail in our mailbox. And I have to watch out all the time and make sure it's all for me before I open anything. Oh my God.
Yeah, nah. That's fucked up.
I know. Well, I know there's some good ones out there and there's some not so good ones out there. So, yeah, I got this I woke up to the whole John Kelly news and I was woken up. I woke up and I was walking around the house calling him C-word, along with him and John Bolton and Bob Woodward and all these crypt keepers that are coming out now.
Yeah.
When they could have come out then.
Thanks heaps.
Thanks for selling the most copies you can.
Yeah.
Oh, now a warning? Where's that drop? Don't we have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Kelly only came out and said this because he said he only came out and said this because of Donald Trump saying enemies within. The American people are enemies within. Oh, really? Donald Trump has been going off the enemies within since.
You know what? You know why he
forever.
says that? Because he can feel the contempt coming off of America in his direction. And he knows nobody likes him except his fucking MAGA. And now he's got to eat some worms.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad he can feel my discontent and disdain.
I have the audio. Do we have to play it? Do you guys want to hear it? Fuck this goddamn thing.
This goddamn thing.
I swear to God, I have refreshed my YouTube page 15, 16 times since we've been on.
I'm looking at the TV. I got you on the TV here, and it's not buffering at all.
I don't know.
It's not been janxed on this end.
I don't know what the fucking the deal is. Do you want to play the audio?
Sure.
The sun is shining right here on.
Right on Kamala. Love it.
I won't.
And mind you, while I was listening to this, I was screaming, F you, F you, F you, you C word, you C word. I was just going crazy.
C word, C word.
Damn it. Stupid fucking thing.
What do you think? Do you think he's a fascist? Well, I'm looking at the definition of fascism. It's a far-right, authoritarian, ultranationalist political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition, belief in a natural social hierarchy. So certainly, in my experience, those are the kind of things that he thinks would work better in terms of running America. You know, again, back to this issue of, democracy is complicated, messy to operate, probably the worst kind of government there is, except for all the other ones. I think Churchill once said that. And again, our Constitution, our founders built in to the Constitution and to the way our government operates, built in a lot of checks and balances, and didn't design the government to be streamlined and whatnot. So, but certainly the former president is in the far right area. He's certainly an authoritarian. Admires people who are dictators. He has said that. So he certainly falls into the general definition of fascist, for sure.
And which was it, Millie, that said Trump is fascist to the core? I mean,
yeah.
You know, when you got the guys who worked for him saying this out loud, I think you need to start believing it. Oh, but no, we're not going to believe our eyes and our ears and anything. No, we can't believe these people who worked with him. I don't know.
Believe me or your lying eyes. That old line.
Right.
I mean, most people don't have to come out and say, I've never read Mein Kampf. Most people don't have to come out and say that.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have read it, and I read it in college when we were studying that movie. What was it? The movie that was the famous white supremacist movie. It was black and white.
You're muted, Benny.
It's a famous one.
Are you talking about Birth of a Nation?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, it wasn't Schindler's List.
No. Old movie.
Which was a good movie.
Old black and white. So this is like Tuesday night. No, wait. No, Wednesday morning. I started hearing all these like drips of something big is about to break. Some big news story is about to break. And this was like Wednesday morning. Journalist Mark Hallerpin, I've been pitching a story about Trump for a week that, if true, would end his campaign. And that was the only thing that we heard for, I don't know, a couple hours. And then it started dripping out, like slowly but surely. And I will get back to that. But all this other shit happened in between. And, no, I mean, because it kind of blows up a little later, right? It blew up.
Yeah.
It blew up Wednesday night, last night. And so, you know, because we did our show too. This is all notes since fucking Tuesday.
You were saying, yeah.
I have like 15 fucking pages, 11 of which are from Wednesday.
Right.
So, Mark Elias, Georgia Supreme Court, unanimously rejects Republican Party motion to expedite considerations to reinstate MAGA state election board rules targeting post-election. So I would keep doing this with the Mark Elias thing because I'm like, I love hearing his updates and how one by one, case by case, he is out there fighting the fucking battle for our voting rights and for democracy. And I have to give him and his team a fucking standing ovation.
We should send them flowers when all is said and done. A nice giant bouquet of flowers.
Yeah. So we hear about all these false attacks about Tim Walz and his fucking military record and maybe him with little kids and all this weirdo shit. And guess what? It's all been tracked back to Russia. All of it. It's all disinformation coming from Russia. Don't believe any of this
I didn't hear
fucking...
any of that shit. Yeah.
Well, I know. And then, I can't even wait to get to where I want to go with any of this. By the way, not one major newspaper ran with the Trump is a fascist story on their front page. Not one.
Nope.
And I was like,
well,
fuck
they're all
you,
owned
failure.
by the fucking, the right-wing billionaires, so...
I saw CNN had a headline on CNN.com earlier this morning that says, Harris drops the F-bomb in regards to Trump during her town hall.
It's fascist.
And I'm like, if that's not clickbait, what is?
Oh,
I mean,
fuck yeah.
Come on.
Come on. And not only that,
fascist,
she was asked a direct question if she thought Donald Trump was a fascist. And she said, yeah, I do. When you look at what he's saying, when you look at what he's doing, what he wants to do, what his plan is, yeah, he's a fucking fascist.
Yep.
The first thing he was against
you
was
want
Antifa.
Me to lie? You want me to lie to the American people and tell them he's not a fascist? Who do you think I am, Donald Trump?
Tony, go to the AOC clip.
Which one?
It's down. Right, keep going.
We're almost there, guys.
There. Okay,
We're almost
AOC
fucking there.
Yeah, 12 days to go, you guys. We just got to fucking pedal the metal. You think you're tired? Fucking tired, dude. For 2 days, I've been taking notes for our show. We're gonna have to go longer than 7 o'clock today. I don't think we're gonna make it all in fucking 2 hours.
I broke my coccyx, and I'm still gonna put on a fucking kilt and go fucking vote on election day.
Yeah.
There you go.
So here's AOC tearing it up. I love this lady.
Oh, she's awesome. Former bartender. How can you not love her?
Not only is she awesome, she's adorable.
Yeah.
But this opposition, what
It's a little hard to hear.
Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and Nicolas
Kind of gotta turn it up a little.
billionaires that think they can buy our democracy with a check. I have a message for them. All of the things that they tell people is who to be afraid of. That's right. It's all about who they're afraid of. They're scared of people coming with nothing but the shirt on their back trying to start their American dream. They're scared of women who own their body and tell them no. They're scared of gay people and lesbians and trans people. They're scared of New York City. They're scared of childless cat ladies. They're chicken shit. And to me, being an American is about being courageous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I wish the audio was a little bit better on that, but yeah, you're chicken shit. You're chicken shit of all this stuff, and what are you afraid of? You've got every advantage in the fucking world. What are you talking about? Like, I don't.
Every other civilized country in the world has had women leaders long before us. This has gone up. I mean, in the 70s, the UK had Thatcher. Come on.
Yeah.
Can I mention?
We're totally
Cleopatra?
backwards in this.
Can
Sorry,
I
go ahead.
mention Cleopatra?
Oh.
Just saying, it goes back quite a ways. That women were actually allowed and treated equally to lead and govern the people.
Oh yeah. So why not here? Why not now?
Yeah.
It has to be now.
Yeah.
Because we got to look at the alternative, and the alternative in orange.
This is
is
America's
gonna
moment
flush
to shine. You
the
hear me?
entire toilet. Yeah. Yeah.
This is our time to show our shiny side.
I got the Laura Trump thing.
And be the things that we've professed to be for 248 years. Land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah. Actual freedom.
Yeah.
Not the freedom that somebody says in some book that a few people wrote that may or may not have been dictated by an invisible person.
Right. Not that freedom.
Right.
No.
I mean,
freedom from that. Isn't that what we started?
Yes.
Benny, bring that microphone closer in front of you because you're getting a little muffled. There you go. It'll be better.
Can you see my little muffle?
There
Can you
go.
see my little muffle from there?
Way better. Sounds way better. So, Hal keeps saying on his show, which I agree with, that women are second-class citizens in the United States right now. Their rights are currently being restricted. They want to track your menstrual cycles. They want to take away the 19th Amendment. They want to take away your health care. So, this is voting. You guys voting for a woman is voting for all the women in your life. It's either that or dictatorship. There is no fucking other equivalent. It's life or death because women are dying right now.
That's right.
So, and I love, there was a little meme that was going around with this little old lady and she was holding a sign and it said, "You should be glad we just want equality and not revenge."
I heard a saying I really liked, which was there's currently 8.75 billion people on the planet, right?
Yeah.
All 8.75 billion people were birthed by a woman.
Yeah.
Just
how you like them
that
apples?
Throw that out there, and it just kind of like gives a hard stop to a lot of arguments, doesn't it?
It's a little bit of a leveler, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of a mic drop moment.
It is.
Listen.
I loved it when I heard it, yeah.
Women have always had the lesser piece of the pie, as it were, have never been equal, make less money than men. We always have for doing 3 times the fucking work, plus raise the family.
Yeah.
It's time.
Especially here in the States. And we, freedom and da-da-da and all this stuff. No. We're not really free until a woman is president. Free. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we have our first one. So I was going through all these videos of Donald Trump and all these ads that are being put out about what a scuzz he is and what he does to girls and women. Tony, get ready to push pause because there's something I want to stop on in this video.
Tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show, and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else, and no men are anywhere, and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that. I moved on her like a bitch.
So right there, it says that former campaign staffer alleges a lawsuit that Trump kissed her without consent, and the White House denies the charges. This is during his presidency. Now, if you go a little bit further, you go to a list, the next screen, Tony.
I couldn't get there, and she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
Let's pause it. Here is a little gem of a list, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a list of 17 women who have credibly accused him of sexual assault. And we know that there's way more women on this list. And just to go through it really quickly, number 1 is Ivana Trump in 1990. Raped by Trump during their marriage. Ivana later clarified she didn't mean in a criminal sense, but you have to take, that's kind of taken out of context, that little sentence right there. And I added, and allegedly fell down a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
With no autopsy, cremated immediately, and buried in a casket
With
that
bunch
a
of
dozen men struggled to carry on Trump's Bedminster golf course 30 days before her 30-year NDA expired. I had to add that part because that wasn't in the list. So anyway.
Right.
Can I point something out really quick?
Yeah.
When it was Cosby, Bill Cosby, at 3 or 4, people were really starting to turn, and by 10, everyone had turned on Cosby and knew what a creepo he was. How many do we have here? A lot more than 10.
Well, we have 17 here, but you know what? I keep seeing more allegations, and I check the names, and those names are not on this list, so those are different allegations, and you guys will see what I'm talking about as we go through the fucking show today. Jill Harth, 1997, claimed Trump forcibly kissed and groped her during a business meeting. Kristen Anderson, 1990s, alleged Trump reached under her skirt without consent at a nightclub. Lisa Boyne, 1996, accused Trump of making models walk over a table while he looked under their skirts. Kathy Heller, 1997, claimed Trump grabbed her and kissed her at a Mother's Day brunch. Karina Virginia, 1998, alleged Trump groped her during a tennis tournament. Temple Taggart, 1997, former Miss Utah, said Trump forcibly kissed her at a pageant event. Mariah Bellado and 3 other teen pageant contestants in 1997 claimed Trump walked in on them while they were changing during the Miss Teen USA pageant. Jessica Leeds, 1980s, alleged Trump groped her on a flight. Mindy McGilvray, 2003, claimed Trump grabbed her at Mar-a-Lago. Rachel Crooks, 2005, claimed Trump kissed her without consent at Trump Tower. Natasha Stoyanov, 2005, claimed Trump forcibly kissed her during an interview at Mar-a-Lago. Summer Zervos, 2007, alleged Trump groped and forcibly kissed her after appearing on The Apprentice. Cassandra Searless, 2013, claimed Trump groped her during a Miss Universe pageant. Are you seeing a fucking pattern? Anybody seeing a pattern? And it's the same fucking story over and over and over and over again.
He's Dr. Octopus, all hands.
He's a fucking predator.
Yeah. He's one of these frat boys that I used to make money off of in college. These guys, they throw parties and they try to take advantage of women. They try to get them all drunk and all messed up. Yeah, that's a trophy, I guess. What the hell is that? It's fucked up is what it is.
Yeah.
And you got people like fucking Trump out there continuing this frat boy kind of mentality as they move forward. And that's not being a man. That's being a piece of fucking shit.
Right. So, Tony, will you grab this one right here? It's kind of closer to the top. It's this one right here. So, yeah. So these are Guardian. The Guardian is putting out a series of these. I've seen 4 or 5 now, of women who are coming out now and talking about how Donald Trump did this. And it's coming from The Guardian. So, I hope we don't get dinged for playing this shit. Whatever. If we do, we're not monetized anyway. So, I don't know what.
So it doesn't matter.
No, but they can shut down our show. And we've been walking the guideline very, because we don't want to get in any, we don't want our show to go away 12 days before the election because, somebody's butt is hurt.
Yeah.
Want me to play this?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Hey, I resemble that comment.
Sorry. No pun intended.
Sorry.
When Jeffrey looked at me and said,
sorry.
Let's go stop by and see Trump.
Jeffrey isn't Jeffrey Epstein.
And so we went to Trump Tower and went up the elevator, and moments later, Trump was greeting us, and he pulled me into him. and started groping me. He put his hands all over my breasts, my waist, my butt, and I froze. And I froze because I was so deeply, when Jeffrey...
I don't know why that one gets cut off for some reason, so.
I don't know either.
She said something about the men that was there. It was just gross. So, I'm sorry. I was looking for the other one that didn't get cut off, and I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong one. I don't know. Sorry. So, there have been. It's so scattered. Like, I feel scatterbrained. You know what I mean? Because you got Elon Musk. You got all this shit coming out about Trump. You got, the Trump or Harris campaign and all these great videos coming in. Like Eminem introducing Obama the other day was epic here in Detroit.
I got goosies. It was really
great.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then I've got all this Trump fuckery. I've got Trump with these women. I've got Trump screwing people out of their money because they were workers. All the workers that I've got this guy. What was this? October 21st, Tony, is way down the line.
Trump says that he can take care of the war between Russia and Ukraine, but he can't even take care of his own followers in arranging a bus to take him for 2 miles.
Yeah. He's an idiot. He can't.
Complete moron.
We've got this casino worker, Republicans against Trump, October 21st. It's way down the line. So this is why I wish I could do it, because I know where they are. And I'd be quicker at it. Whatever. Yeah, we got these videos have been coming out for a while, but a lot more lately. And I'm like, I think it's important that people realize that he stiffed people ages ago. He's still stiffing people now. He's not paying people where he rallies.
The Tylers at the casino were never paid.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, here you go. Here's one of the workers at the casino.
Hold on.
Oh. Fuck. Shan? Is that you, Shan? Oh, okay. It didn't go through or something happened.
So we did a lot of casino work, including, Trump Plaza, Trump Taj Mahal. We were doing very well. The company I was with, they employed probably around 60 people. We manufactured the 20-foot letters that were up on the top of the Taj Mahal and the Trump Plaza. We had to hang them. We went up, 50 stories in the air. The letters were brought up by helicopter. Deadlines, he wanted his name up. We built his signs because the man loved to see his name. My contractor never got paid, and many other small contractors never got paid. There was multiple sign shops within our local who also experienced it, went out of business as well for not being paid. In my 37 years, I was out for 9 months. That's the longest I've ever been out. I did the best I could to, maintain for my children and my wife and my house, But it was a hard road. I had unemployment for a while. I was reduced to collecting food stamps, and I tried to find work on the side, mowing grass, painting, whatever I could do, because I was a proud man. I'm a worker. He walks away, scot-free, basically, not paying people. We worked hard. We were earning our living. It was not fair. It's still not fair.
Jesus, that's long.
Yeah, wow. I know. I hate that TikTok thing, and there's no way to control the volume on it. But
like a bong at the end.
Yeah. But it's still not fair. How all these businesses...
People have actually unalived himself because of the son of a bitch that he broke them down that bad.
I've played videos of that on our show before. I've played it for you.
Yeah. I mean, I know this personally because I'm from Jersey. It's straight next door to New York. They intermingle a lot.
Yeah. And so, you know, you got guys like that who are struggling, and then you got, go to the next video of this guy right here, Tony. He's talking about Elon Musk. And I love the way he puts this because I can see the image of what he's talking about. It's you know, it's great. It's very descriptive.
Yeah.
On another front, can I just say that I hate Elon Musk? There are very few people in this world that I devote the energy to hate, and I devote energy to hate. He's a cuckoo, and I don't understand why people don't recognize this. He's a cuckoo. He doesn't found anything or invent anything. I'm not suggesting he's not clever, but he doesn't found anything. He's just a cuckoo. He arrives in a nest and pushes out the founders and then opens his gob wide and forces the government to feed him subsidies, and then flits off to another nest and pushes out another couple of founders and gorges on the public purse. Ugh. Do an AI image of that, why don't you?
I know, I'm sorry about the fucking TikTok bong. There's not much I can do about it. Yeah, but again, he pushes out the nest, gorges on the federal dollar, all while bitching and complaining about, hey, if you don't like it, you know where you can go back to, bitch. You can go back to fucking Africa, bitch. Back to your fucking emerald mines, bitch. Seriously.
Potentially child labor run emerald mines.
Yes.
Maybe satire, maybe not. Who knows?
Jesus.
But he said it in interviews himself.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying who knows, because it might be satire, it might be not. He's actually said it. Who knows if he was telling the truth, because he never tells the truth, apparently.
Well, and he sat there in an interview with Bibi Netanyahu, and he goes, I could be the unofficial president. Unofficially.
My broken ass could still dance better than that motherfucker, though.
It's because you're from the D.
Oh, my God.
I'm Irish. I can just use my legs if I need to.
He's hideous.
You guys know Bradley Whitford. He had a key role in that show.
West Wing.
West Wing. Thank you. West Wing.
Yep.
And he was doing a Harris speech. He was stopping for Harris. I don't know where exactly this is, but oh boy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I call righteous indignation. This is what I want all of us, how we should be speaking. This is how we should have been speaking for the last fucking decade. Go ahead.
There we go. Gotcha.
Jess Hamilton, a woman in Texas who I met, who survived barely after her husband Ryan found her bleeding out on the bathroom floor after being denied the medical care she needed because she wasn't close enough to death for the doctors to treat her in Texas out of fear of being prosecuted because of the draconian abortion ban that Donald Trump helped made possible, and he is proud of it. These are not isolated cases. This is happening right now. According to the American Journal, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association, this is last January, there were 65,000 pregnant rape victims. Look it up. Last January, living in states without access to abortion care. 65,000 rape victims forced to carry their rapist baby to term. My God. Donald Trump is proud of it, though.
He's at the end of it. I don't know why I'm so loud. At the end of it, he says, if he wins, this will be our reality everywhere. So
well, he's not lying. I mean, everything he said was absolutely 100% true.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, absolutely.
And that's another reason why I think it's so important for men to speak out about it more than women. More. Because we say it.
You're louder and you puff up bigger than us gals.
In your outrage, when other men see your outrage, they feel it too. But when we're outraged, they're like, oh, she's just a fucking,
Yeah. Drama queen.
She's overreacting.
Yeah.
Literally, they fact-checked fucking Harris during one of the debate with Trump. After the fact, well, we don't know. We don't see all these women who are bleeding out in hospital parking lots. And then you have a flood of women who are coming out with videos saying, yeah, I was one of those women. It happened to me too, blah, 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 the whole 9 yards. I mean, you guys can try to gaslight us. It's not working anymore. Your propaganda and your hypocrisy and all your fucking misogynistic bullshit, it ain't working anymore. I'll tell you what, women are pissed. November is coming.
I feel the earth move under my feet.
I feel the sky tumbling down.
It's coming.
So next up, we got this fucking. Well, you can play this one if you want to. It's Richard Branson talking about Trump and what a piece of shit he is, and how vindictive he is.
I've told a story about the first time I met Trump because I think it's important for people to know. And it was a lunch, and he'd just been bankrupt, and he spent the whole lunch talking about 5 people who he'd asked for help, who'd refused to help him, and how he was going to spend the rest of his life destroying those 5 people. The reason I tell the story is I just think it shows the vindictive nature of this man. He's a dangerous individual, and I think people should realize how dangerous he is. And I'm afraid that nothing about his presidency has let me change my views on him. I mean, look, Obama was completely straightforward, and if you had a project that was right for the country, he would, I'm sure, would have backed it. With Trump, I'm sure that those people who are sycophantic to him most likely will get on, better than those people who are not. But I think, I think that it is wrong to be sycophantic to Trump, because the way he speaks about people, the way he talks about minority groups, the way he deals with climate change and so on, they are palpably wrong, and therefore it would be morally wrong, I think, to try to kowtow to him.
They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. All that nightmarish horse shit that comes out of their mouths that they just use to, gather the fringiest of the fringes.
Yeah, but you could also see there that he said that Donald Trump is going to spend the rest of his life making those 5 people pay. And I actually wonder if it was the Central Park 5. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to make those 5 people pay. I'm going to make them suffer. I'm going to spend the rest of my life going after them, making sure they suffer.
It may have been the attorneys that went against him after, one of his bankruptcies that made him pay a whole lot. And if we look into that, we can probably find out who those 5 were and see where they are now and see how Trump treated them when he was president.
Right. So right now I'm posting in the chats is something I want you guys to review later because it's too much to go over. But Seth Abramson put out a meme to end all memes, the top 100 reasons to not support Donald Trump in one image. And so I just want you guys to go ahead and review that. This is very small lettering, but that's what I just posted. Right there is the list I just posted
There it is.
in our
my
chat, so you
God.
guys can see it later.
There are some good ones in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Wow.
just a little, just too much to go over during the
Way
show.
too
We don't
much.
have enough hours in the day to go after all his
No.
criminality.
We don't have enough hours in the day to do a 24-hour news cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't understand the undecided at this point. I mean, it really is the decision between paradise and a burning, lava island. Which one do you land on?
Right.
I just
Tony,
don't get
we
it.
just click through these. I just want people to see that there was like not one fucking, I already went over this a little bit, but not one major newspaper with the Trump is a fascist story on the front page. And you can just click through these images and see here's, you got Kansas City Star, Washington Times, New York Times, Miami Herald, the Philadelphia Inquirer, Washington Post, Los Angeles Times, Boston Globe, Wall Street Journal. It's fucking, you guys, that's why we have a fucking channel. Because mainstream media didn't do their goddamn jobs.
Not at all.
We have to do it for
And they
them.
haven't been. The entire time he's been in front of the camera, they haven't done their job.
No. They could have ended this before it even began with all his criminality, before he even got close to the presidency.
Yep, but he's a star.
Yeah, and they let you do it. They let you grab him by your bank account, like this fucking story. The Win Red story, Tony, this one right here. The old
If
man.
it gets clicks, they get paid.
It's the first
Period.
pictures that, yeah, there you go. You guys, this is such a heartbreaking story. And, my mom has dementia, and she's in an old folks' home. And this could be her so easily if nobody was paying attention. It's so heartbreaking.
Listen, I saw this story, and shame on his kids. His kids let this go that far. They weren't keeping an eye, and they were well aware that he's not well. And I'll bet you they all vote for Trump. Still.
They probably did not realize how bad it was until it was too late. Because he already spent his life savings plus in the whole 50 grand. Let them tell the story. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's a
He
bit
had
of
essentially put himself $50,000 in debt after he had given them his life savings.
So you made more than 100 donations in one day.
My gosh. Win Red. Boy, there was a lot of them Win Red ones.
WinRed is a fundraising platform most Republican campaigns use to solicit donations, often using misleading emails and text messages.
He started experiencing cognitive decline after the death of our mother and said that made him more vulnerable to these kinds of pleas for money.
So, Dad, did you see in July of 22, you donated $38,713?
Yeah. Boy.
I got a call from our dad asking me if he could borrow $1,000, which he had never asked me for money in my life.
Yeah, it's just so out of character. It was almost shocking because he was always very frugal and very responsible with his money.
And I logged in, and that's when my jaw dropped because I saw hundreds and hundreds of transactions to winred.com. These amounts of like $10, $15, $40.
When we looked at his phone told the whole story because he would get
dozens of
text messages a day.
Can you just show me some of your text messages?
Yeah.
Do you know who this is?
I was dealing with President Trump, so it was kind of President Trump and Speaker Johnson were both They want to know what I was doing.
He really, in his heart, believed that Donald Trump and Donald Trump Jr. and other politicians were personally reaching out to him.
He'd never donated to politicians before. He'd never given this large amount of money before. It made no sense that he would do this.
The difference here is that your father is in cognitive decline.
Right.
It's just despicable. There has to be a way to stop them so that they don't take advantage of these people and don't ruin their lives and take their life savings that they worked so hard for so many years.
Yeah, they declined. Fucking pricks. They just fucking bankrupted that old man.
And how many, probably a couple million more.
Yeah, that's the one that we know about. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I take issue because a certain amount of responsibility goes on those 3 adult kids of his.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm sorry. It just pisses me off because they seem to me like the kind of people who would still turn around and vote for him.
You know what though, Benny? Like my mom can't tell me these things. So when I kept going over to my mom's apartment and I go, Mom, why do you keep unplugging the phone? And she's like, she could never, I didn't do it, right? Somebody else did it. Sabotage, it's paranoia, whatever. So I got the plug, I got everything, all the pieces back together because she literally dismantles the phone. The headset's here, the cord is there, the body's there, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. So I find all the components of the phone and I put it together. I'm there for 2 hours. The phone rang 15 fucking times, and every time it was a solicitor. It was non-stop. It was a barrage. It was an attack. I'm like, what the fuck? No wonder she's unplugging the phone. So, I mean, I can't physically call my mother anymore because I can't have a landline because they attack people like this who live in fucking nursing homes.
Now, how are they getting her number in a nursing home?
I don't know.
The nursing home probably sold her information.
That's where I would look. How are solicitors getting my mother's phone number?
Yeah, and I can understand before when the phone was in her name and how they follow you around because the phone was in her name. But now the phone was in my name. And it was boom, 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 one after another for fucking 2 hours straight. And I was like, I ripped the phone out myself and I said, this ends now. So I'm just going to cancel the phone. Fuck you.
Right. We have a father-in-law and an uncle, my wife's uncle, who are both, like, one of them is completely into dementia. One is just a sundowner. So every night is something new with him. But the one who's completely into dementia actually broke free of the place that he was in and fought the cops in the street. So I kind of have a whole new respect for my father-in-law now.
Because he just went out there and
and when the cops showed up, he started swinging.
Oh my God.
70, they're the young side of the family, so I think that he was 78. He's 78 right now. Yeah.
Yeah, landlines are a sign of old people. Yep, Peter.
Yeah, but that's wait a minute. I have a landline. What are you trying to say? I've always had a landline. What are you trying to say, Peter?
Brian walks away.
So I have so much more too. This is Trump caught on hot mic about how he's going to bring Kim Jong-un. Or no, was it Kim Jong-un or the
She?
Yeah, it's she from China to the White House during his presidency. Yeah. Caught on a hot mic, just bringing this after the whole enemies within thing came up.
Are we close to seeing Mr. Kim here at the White House?
Could happen. I mean,
they talked about that yesterday.
I think it's something that could happen. Yeah. Hey, he's the head of a country, and I mean, he is the strong head. Mm-hmm. Don't let anyone think anything different. Right. He speaks, and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
Well, are we close to seeing?
His people stand up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
Yeah.
Will stand up at attention because they'll be beheaded if they don't.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. No, we can't have this, and that's why we gotta fucking vote our way out of it because the courts have failed us.
Before I came on today, I was out in the real world with my gigantic poster board T-shirt on. And hanging up the victims lists around town.
Yeah.
In my vote-mobile.
You got to get the new victims list. I don't know how to find it except for a still in that video.
It's like 26.
It's somewhere. I'm sure it's somewhere.
There's more than 26. There's like 40 plus.
There's probably thousands and thousands.
Yeah, and those are just the ones that have spoken out. Remember, it's one of the least reported crimes ever, sexual assault.
Could be 1 to 100 for, the ones that actually get reported.
Oh, yeah. And it's the least solved crime ever. Across across the fucking country.
Oh,
Tony,
but we got cat
rape
butt.
kits were even sitting around for 17 years.
Cat anus on the show. We have these two videos back to back of Tim Walz ripping Donald for his fucking McDonald's fucking bullshit, and then an Elon, which I thought this was a great burn. They're on fire. I love these guys so much. I'm so in love.
And that's not a joke. But look, I'm not going to waste all the time I'm in. I'm going to talk about his running mate. His running mate, Elon Musk. Seriously. Where is Senator Vance after he got asked the simplest question in the world at the debate? Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election? And after 2 weeks, he finally said, no, he didn't. That's where he's been spending his time. But that's it. So, look, Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it.
Coach Waltz.
That rest.
You love me some tea.
He missed an opportunity, though. Being at McDonald's, he looks much more like Ronald McDonald than the clown that he actually is. Tell me you don't see this one coming from a mile away. And Ronald wears less makeup. You saw it coming. You saw it coming. That restaurant wasn't even open. It was a stunt. Fake orders for fake customers. They even staged the drive-thru. We know that. They won't let you walk through the damn drive-thru. We knew that. They saw that happening. But look, everything about this guy is fake. Everything he does is fake.
It's the Donnie reality show, and
he's going to be telling you he's a cop or a construction worker because he dances to the village people, so he knows the YMCA. And I'll tell you this, though, that 5 minutes he stood next to the deep fryer, I'll guarantee you that's the hardest that guy's ever worked in his life. And that's not a joke.
That leads into the next clip. Okay, so we played him backwards, but yeah, that's the hardest he's ever worked. 5 minutes he's ever worked in his whole life.
Yep.
Had no idea what he was doing.
Nope.
Didn't wear a hairnet. Wasn't wearing gloves.
And he says, look, it was never touched by human hands while he's bagging up the fries.
Because he's
I'm
not
like,
human.
motherfucker, you don't have gloves on.
And then and the next day there's an E. coli breakout at McDonald's across the country.
Coincidence?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, and by the way, show their stock. Their stock cratered because of the little fucking stunt. Their whole stock cratered. Can you? Did you yeah, it's coming up.
Poor McDonald's.
It's like doubles of.
Haven't eaten there in years. I'm pretty certain that the stuff that they serve there isn't actually meat.
Yeah, it's not food anymore. It's just simply not food anymore.
Stuff.
It doesn't mold. Did you know that? McDonald's doesn't mold.
Yeah, you can leave it out for like a month.
Maybe you'll think twice next time before you get involved in politics. Look at that. Look at that.
Nice.
Just steady as you go, steady as you go, steady as you go, and then...
Hey, Donald, look, you touched McDonald's, and look what happened.
Yep.
It was
It's
a missed
every
opportunity.
fucking thing.
It was a missed opportunity that they didn't dress him like the hamburger.
Yeah. No, he should have had the Ronald McDonald clown makeup on, for fuck's sake.
He could have, and nobody would have noticed.
It would have been less makeup than he normally wears.
Well, that totally warms my cockles.
Yeah.
It does. Sorry, McDonald's. You know, you started out on the right foot, but then you got all greedy and stuff.
Call from Shannon G. To accept, press 1.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi there. First off, I wanted to apologize to the lovely moms for bugging her. I forgot about the no call, so the second half rule. And here's a giggle snort for you. Count Flatula wouldn't know hard work if it introduced itself and passed out from the fart fumage.
Flatula.
And so, Shannon, you still have 2 front row tickets to Sexy Liberal in LA, yes?
Yes, I do.
And
and a meet and grope.
And a meet and grope. 1 meet and grope. Mm-hmm. So if anybody is interested, please reach out to 21st Century Suffragettes at gmail.com. We have Shan's number, and we will get you in contact with each other, and yeah, we'll make it happen.
And please, somebody needs to give Mark Hamill a great big hug for being the awesome Jedi that he is. I mean, come on. We
What's
all
the date of the
want
show?
to sweep.
It's
we all want to sweep that orange stain off of us, like Luke Skywalker did in that one scene. Just sweep it off and.
Yeah, Shan, is it November 2nd or 3rd?
I think it is the 2nd.
November 2nd.
Yeah,
it's a Saturday, so I think it's the 2nd.
It's the Saturday before the election.
Yes.
So, if anybody wants these 2 tickets and one with a 1 meet and grope, you could probably buy another meet and grope on its own, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you had found a friend and you could buy another meet and grope, you got 2 front row, 2 backstage. Come on. Get on it.
Literally, it's in the orchestra pit for crying out loud, people.
Yeah, you're in the orchestra pit. I mean, you know, Stephanie Miller could fall in your lap. You'll definitely be able to see up her skirt.
No, I catch her with one arm and Hal with the other.
Yeah.
And John Fugelsang can sit in my lap if he wants to, though.
Yo, yes, he can sit in my lap anytime he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, how could you resist somebody who says he's the love child of Beethoven and Loki?
I know. So, Shan, thank you for calling in and reminding us that those tickets are available. And and if I get any hits, I will let you know as soon as possible.
All righty.
Thank
you.
you.
If nothing else, it'll go off into the ether because, you know, they already got my money. So it's for a good cause.
I know, but it would be a shame to have 2 front row seats empty.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. I really, really wish I could go, but, you know, unfortunately, life.
Yeah.
Anywho, hugs to everybody.
In front row seats in a meet and grope, all you have to do is buy a meet and grope, and you're set up over there in LA. I think it's November 2nd, the Saturday before the election. Everything is going to be on fire. Everybody's going to be amped. You know, I think it's going to be a great show. And if I didn't live all the way over here in Michigan, I would take those tickets myself. So
next time this crap comes around, I'm winning the lottery and taking all of you with me.
All right, cool. Thank you for calling in.
And starting my own liberal media station so everybody can get support.
All right.
Forget waiting on this George, whatever his name, character.
Thanks, honey.
Love you lots.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, if you are interested, again, let us know at 21st Century Suffragettes at gmail.com and we will hook you up with those tickets. So do you want to move on to the workers? Well, maybe. Should we jump ahead? There's so much to go through. The Detroit workers, the UAW workers in Detroit. It starts with this image right here, Johnny. And somebody put out a TikTok of showing UAW workers in Michigan what Donald Trump said about how they can the cars that come in boxes and a child could put them together and
yeah.
You could
I'm
probably
sure Sean Fain, the head of the UAW in Detroit, was really happy about that.
Yeah. Oh my God. And the workers are like, oh, I'd like to see him try to do my job at the end of the video. It's great.
And they have a little bit, but you know what they really are? Assembly, like in South Carolina. But they build everything in Germany and then they assemble it here. They get away with murder because they say, oh yes, we're building cars. They don't build cars. They take them out of a box and they assemble them. We could have our child do it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him spend 5 minutes on our assembly line. He would never make it. If he knew how hard we work to put these vehicles together, he wouldn't even think about saying what he has said.
I don't believe that Donald Trump could assemble a vehicle. I don't think he's intelligent enough to assemble a vehicle. It's that simple.
Donald Trump, if you know how to do the job, you can come and join with us and we will see. You will not be able even to stand up in front of our doors in the UAW.
A child can do this job if they want carpal tunnel. A child can do this job if they want knots in their shoulder. A child can do this job if they can ergonomically pick the heavy boxes up, as they call it. A child can do this job if they can screw guns that's bigger than they are. A child can do this job if they're here 7 days, 5 days, 10, 12 hours a day.
Come on out, Mr. Trump. I will be more than happy to teach you my job.
Yep. Go ahead, Donnie. You couldn't even fucking make fries. Donnie.
5 minutes making fries and you probably had to go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
No way that dude's even ever assembled a fucking IKEA thing.
No. He hasn't wiped a tail. I don't even think he knows how to drive a car. I know he knows how to drive a golf cart shittily on the fucking greens like you're not supposed to, but
Yeah.
I don't think he
Yeah,
can
I'm
drive
pretty
a
certain
car.
he never legally learned how to drive a car. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure he has.
Allegedly.
He's been a limo
And I
baby his
said,
whole
"Way."
life.
No way. And I said, way.
And I said, way. No way. I said, way.
So next is a Midas Touch exclusive new ad from Eric Swalwell. Depicts Donald Trump.
States, and they have a
in
little
the
bit,
home
but you know what they really
where
are?
he really belongs. It's it's funny, but it's kind of sad. But it's funny. I don't know.
Sadly funny.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow.
We were so worried.
They're eating the dogs.
He wasn't making any sense.
The people come in. They're eating the cats.
And he just kept getting worse.
They did dumps. That's what they call them, dumps. Big, massive dumps.
Gross.
In Michigan and Pennsylvania. All over.
We had to do something.
They will take the life of the child in the 9th month. Even after birth, they'll execute the baby.
You sound crazy right now.
Take the keys. The top secret documents.
Then a friend told us there was somewhere he could get the help he so desperately needed, called A Place for Trump.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Now he has round-the-clock support and can enjoy the things he loves, like eating cheeseburgers and rage posting at 3 a.m.
I know windmills very much. And they're driving the whales, I think, a little batty.
Sure. So this November, let's vote to put him in A Place for Trump. Because we all know he belongs in a home, just not this one.
Yep.
I have concepts of a plan.
Of course you do.
That's awesome. That's a great one. I love how you could actually read classified on their folder.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's the one that's next. So it's been, this, I like this guy a lot, and I think that, hi, Allie Osher.
Hey, everybody. God, that was
Hey,
funny.
Allie.
That was better than Saturday Night Live. Now, of course, I saw one meme with Trump serving fries, and then you look at the other side of the picture, and it's Beavis and Butthead, and it reads, "Did I ask for fries, dumbass?" Which I thought was cute. As a picture meme, one side Trump and one side Beavis and Butthead.
Right.
But yeah, and then of course Tucker Carlson has to put his order in too. It's like, oh my God, please! I mean, can you imagine?
Hold on, I'm
having
not
a
even
job?
there yet.
Go ahead.
I'm not even at the Tucker Carlson thing yet.
Yeah,
You
no.
gotta wait, dude. Okay, now you're gonna jump in you're gonna fuck up my whole role here.
Yeah. Don't fuck up the role.
Got a plan. Respect the
But
plan.
can you imagine? Yeah. Now, of course, you saw yesterday that Tim Pool is quote unquote retiring, right?
Yeah, he's quit his show, but they're still gonna. He's like Trump. I'm gonna get out of Afghanistan, but keep Bagram. He's
right.
I think he's just stepping down because he doesn't want to do the work, and he's in big trouble because he was the one who was getting paid by Russia, and he's got 30 employees, a skate park, and a candy store at his podcast office or house or compound or whatever the fuck he's doing his show from.
Anyway, I mean,
Right.
really, this is, yeah, and I can't wait until I read what the right wing is trying to do to defend Trump from the Hitler thing, and then I got really mad when he said, how much does it cost to bury a you-know-what? I'm like, what the hell, dude? This guy has no humility at all.
No, and he
Like,
was whining and crying about There's nobody here to keep the computers going. There's nobody here. I'm doing 16, 18 hours a day working. But I always get to manage to skate at his skate park. He's getting paid $100,000 an episode.
What is this, Tim Pool again?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, come on. Did you see that time he was trying to explain probability and gambling? I mean, that was worse than Trump with the dead and living water crap. I was like, wow, dude. I don't know who explained it to you, but whatever you read or whoever explained it to you got it very, very wrong.
Yeah. All right, Allie, I'm having a really hard time hearing you, honey. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, it's okay. I think it's your headphones.
Okay.
Because I think when you
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think when you don't have your headphones in, I can hear you better.
This was the first time that you couldn't hear me, and I was using the headphones before.
I don't know.
All
right,
I'll let you guys go.
Honey, your audio absolutely always fluctuates. I don't know what it is.
All right, sorry about that.
But I love you. Thank you for calling in.
Okay. See you guys later.
Ciao.
Bye, Allie.
So we got
Happy 420 somewhere.
Major General Paul Eaton calling out. He's not holding back. He directly calls on General Mattis and Mark Milley to stop whispering to Bob Woodward and speak out publicly. Our nation is on the line, and it's time to tell the truth. Trump is a domestic enemy and a fascist to the core. And that's from Vote Vets, and here's the video.
Yeah, they're all planning books.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Eaton, retired Major General, United States Army. I was just on a national broadcasting system where I was asked, how do we break through the dilemma of misinformation before our active duty military and our veterans who are watching, and I'll put it out here, Fox News. The bottom line is we need spokesmen, and we need people to come out and perform in public the way Liz Cheney has done with extraordinary courage. We need Generals Milley and Mattis and so many others, men who have served in close contact with former President Trump, to get out and state publicly what has been said privately to Bob Woodward. Said privately to Bob Woodward is that Trump is fascist to the core. Specifically, General Milley was the man who said that, and General Mattis has confirmed that he feels the same way. We need those two men who swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, to come out and state exactly how they feel about former President Trump, that he is a domestic enemy, that he must never again be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the United States, that he must never again hold everything that we hold true in his hands to do what he will with his perverse view of the world and his disdain for the armed forces of the United States. Now hear this. General Milley, General Mattis, get out there, talk for us, tell everybody what you know. You cannot walk past this mistake. Please do so, do it vigorously, and do it now.
Yes. Hello? Yes.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I had to unmute myself, sorry. Yeah. Of course. Now, Kelahella said in the chat, they don't want to be seen as politicizing the military. Well, the military has taken an oath, and the oath is not political. It's the oath to the Constitution and the United States of America. And that's what they need to speak up, you know. They need to speak up. It's not political. It's about salvation of our country.
We should keep that on standby video. I forget which one it is, Millie or Mattis, who said at a speech in front of, I think it was military people, we do not declare an oath to a man or a king or a
Millie.
queen or wannabe
Or
dictator.
wannabe dictator.
Yeah. Was it Mattis or Millie? Shit.
That was Millie.
Millie.
Okay, Millie. I mean, we should have that video on standby because that was one of the most powerful statements I've ever seen. And it wasn't political at all. It's not political to say we pledge an oath to the Constitution, not to a person.
Right.
That's saying, yeah, we believe in the Constitution, not the fucking person. They're doing the right thing, but the Republicans politicize everything.
Everything.
Republicans gonna Republican.
Yep.
They politicize everything. It's so, I mean, you could say, any health crisis, the virus, climate change, hurricanes, women's health.
Mm.
You could name 1,000 things that they politicize everything.
Mm.
And they've been doing this for the last decade, and we're fucking tired of it.
People that you and I went to high school with believe that the left somehow has the power to summon a hurricane and attack the right-wing neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah. I went to a party and a guy said that there are Venezuelan gangs attacking our neighborhoods, pointing out into the suburbs of, and I was like, oh, really? Where? And I just kind of turned around and walked away because I could not. And the guy works for an EV battery company. They make batteries for electric vehicles. And he was all into the fucking, we got to save our planet. And, I thought for sure. And then here he is with the right-wing talking point. There's Venezuelan gangs taking over our suburbs. And I'm like, where? Have you seen that on the local fucking news? No, you haven't. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, oh, really? Where? Turned around and walked away because I just could not. After talking to him about the EV battery thing for so long, I don't know. I just couldn't.
I just couldn't.
I know. I just couldn't. I couldn't.
It's fucking
All right.
draining. That's why.
So,
I'm
ladies
sorry,
and
I'm
gentlemen,
done talking to you now.
these are the people who want to get rid of the Department of Education. Here's example number 1. Why you do not get rid of the Department of Education.
These poll workers, we're going to have lawyers in all the major polling locations across the country. We have lawsuits in 81 states right now. We won about a week and a half ago. These poll workers, we're going to have lawyers in all the major polling locations across the country. We have lawsuits in 81 states right now.
You guys hear that?
Call from Vixen on Blue.
Hi, Vixen. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Vixen. Thank you for calling
Hello.
in.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Hi, honey. How are you? Thanks for calling.
I'm doing great. I don't know if you guys know this. I am an Army veteran. I served from 2005 to 2010. I was a 91 Echo when I went in, and a 68 Echo X2 when I came out.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, love.
Yeah, I just want to say I voted today, and I love seeing so many of my fellow Americans that I love so much, that I happily proudly put the uniform on every day for. I'm proud to see you guys rising to the occasion and fighting so hard for this country. I love it. It makes this soldier's heart so happy. You know,
It's the least we can
grateful.
do.
I'm grateful.
It's the least we can do to repay, it's our civic duty. A soldier takes an oath. Citizens have a civic duty. And we're supposed to work together on the freedom of America.
You're absolutely
so
right. You know, it really
I'm
does
quite
take all
excited
of us.
about. Yeah, I'm quite excited about how many civilians are actually stepping up and taking their civic duty responsibility.
Me too. I am gonna call out my fellow veterans who haven't spoken out against Trump. He is a fascist.
Yep.
Speak up. Your oath was to the Constitution. It's not to a president. It's not to a man. It's to the Constitution. Honor your fucking oath.
Yep.
Now is the time. It's not political. This is the right thing to do, and you know it. And I'm sorry for dropping an F-bomb. I should have asked first.
No, it's fine. No, you can totally swear here. We are like the queen.
Now's the time, right?
Well, I think that's another reason why we might be in the taint of the blight of YouTube, because
yes, our potty
Oh,
mouths.
the slutty taint of YouTube, yes. We need some of that ball deodorant.
That's how we fucking roll.
Yes,
That's
it's
right.
So how we roll.
If Benny Loca's on the panel, we're lighting it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Vixen, thank you so much for calling in for the first time, and I loved hanging out with you on Discord. I want to do that again.
Oh, I loved it too.
I
you guys joined the Discord, 21 Century Suffragettes. We're over there. We're here to help you guys get your feet over there. So I know it's a kind of a newer app, and maybe not everybody is familiar with it, but we're there to help, and we're building community over there. It's going to be so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. Love you
Thanks,
guys.
love.
Bye.
Thank you.
Vixen.
Oh, it's so fun. Yeah, we hung out till very late the other night, hanging out with Captain Terp and Vixen on Blue and a few others over there on Discord, Moms and Adam, and there was a bunch of other people there, but it was loads of fun. Captain Terp. I said Captain Terp. And
I gotta figure out how to work it. It's not going to be easy for me though.
I'm very new to it too, and it was a little bit difficult to navigate. But once I got in there, it was just like this. It was like normal. It was like Twitch. It was like YouTube chat. It was fun.
It was like
talking over the mic.
What do you mean I'm talking over the mic?
I can't get a good volume. It's like on your chin.
Do you want me to push it up? Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm so tired. Anyway, I want to play this guy. Raise your hand. This guy. I love this guy. Call it out when you see it. We're tired of this shit. Raise your hand if you're fucking tired. I'll tell you what, I'm fucking tired.
Notice there was no hesitation there.
I love this guy.
I got both of them going.
I still have to, yeah. Still, I get
Can I get a show of hands of all the white people in this country who are sick and fucking tired of all the other white people in this country who just hate for no good goddamn reason? I know I am. I'm sick of it. I just watched a video of a Latino man who had just become a citizen of this country, and the man was so incredibly excited about the chance to vote for the first time. And instead of celebrating that man as a true American dream story come true, comments were full of a bunch of fucking MAGA hate. MAGA, I thought y'all were okay with legal immigrants. It's the illegal immigrants you don't like. Nah, see, there again, hiding your hate behind a fucking flag. You hate everybody that doesn't look like you, don't you? Hell, you hate the ones of us that look like you but don't say the same shit you do. Listen, the thing that pisses me off the most is when other people of color look at me and look at you. How the fuck do they tell the difference in which one of us hates them? Yeah. I tell you how, like this, they may not can see the difference, but they sure as fuck can hear the difference. And we're going to call y'all out every time we see your hate. Whether you're in the grocery store line, whether you're on TikTok, wherever you're at, we're going to start calling it out. We're going to make y'all so ashamed to hate the way you hate, you're going to hate on the inside, not the outside anymore. We're done. That's the reason we're going to step up 100 million strong to squash your fucking MAGA movement. MAGA is a hate movement, and we're done with it. Fuck MAGA. Fuck your hate. Put it back on the inside. We don't want to see it anymore. We're done.
Boom.
Bada bing,
Bada boom. We're done. We're done with your hate. I love his accent. He's like, raise your hand. Why you're white? You're sick of white people, right? I'm like, oh my God, I love this guy.
I love him. I wear this.
And he's right. How
people can see me coming.
How are people of color supposed to know that we are on their side unless we're draped in Kamala gear? I think we're just going to have to start draping ourselves in Kamala gear so they know that we are on their side. When we're at the grocery store and some shit goes down, we're on their side. They have allies. Maybe they need to start seeing that. Maybe we should really go all out like MAGA went all out with their fucking gear. And so that they realize that there's way more of us than there are of them. You know what I mean?
Have you seen my front yard?
Yeah. Who is it? Hi, Adam.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I don't. What's going on? Aloha.
It's another PTSD day, so I'm just taking it easy indoors and watching you guys. So I'm so glad to have you all and the 21st Century Suffragettes and the Boston Brian chat both. It's so nice. Thank you for being there.
No, thank you for listening, honey, and hanging out with us and, helping support the channel. We appreciate it.
Call from
Donald Trump's saggy McNuggets. Oh, okay. Better take that call. Okay, love you all. Talk to you later.
Love you, Adam.
Aloha.
Thanks. Aloha.
Talk soon. Bye. Donald Trump's saggy McNuggets.
I know. Oh my God. I know, but he's like, oh, better take that call. Yeah, I just want to remind everybody. Elon Musk was subpoenaed in the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking case, and that Diddy helped Elon purchase Twitter, and that Elon was friends with Ghislaine. I'm going to call her Ghislaine forever, so don't even try to correct me.
Yeah,
Ghislaine Maxwell, who pimped out little girls. Is Elon trying to buy his way to the presidency, to stay out of prison, like, back unofficial president, as he liked to call it, fucking Bibi Netanyahu, for fuck's sake?
I think he's hoping his money is going to keep him out of prison.
Well, it's funny that
regardless.
the right always accuses us of, Hillary, of being in a sex trafficking cabal and all this stuff and da-da-da-da. That's what they say, the quiet part out loud. That's what they are. You got Epstein.
If you allow your 14-year-old to light a joint at the...
You got Epstein, Musk, Trump, the dude from Victoria's Secret all involved in this. You got Prince Andrew involved in this. You've got other high political officials that won't speak out. A whole bunch of people who were on the fucking flight log list. Enough of this
Every
horseshit.
accusation is a confession.
So, and that was when, so I'm still on Wednesday notes, and I got Rick Wilson, and he tweets out, Jack Posobiec warning about deep fakes incoming means we're about to see something that's real. And this is in in the Trump story that's about to break, that, we're still not quite sure what it is, except we do. We actually do.
Except we did.
Video deepfakes are much more difficult to perceive.
Yeah. The next thing I see is, holy shit. It sounds like Trump is caught on video fondling a young girl who happened to be the daughter of one of his wealthy donors. And I said, all day long, this story has been brewing. MAGA are going crazy, talking about deep fakes, and Mark Halburn says he's got a big scoop. And it literally drip with the story and into late night. And I haven't seen a fucking thing about it today, actually. Mark Elias with another announcement. Pennsylvania Supreme Court rules voters can cast a provisional ballot at their polling place if their email ballot is missing an inner secrecy envelope, because they passed them out with not the envelope, and so now they won't count it without it, and it's so suspect. I can hardly stand it.
Shenanigans.
More fuckery and shenanigans. Yeah.
It's the only way they can win is if they cheat. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Totally.
And they'll cheat every fucking way they know how. Roger Stone is on tape saying as much.
Oh, yeah.
So we've known this for a fucking year already.
Well, we've got more evidence. We've got evidence going back decades. We've got evidence of the 2000 election with Bush and Gore, where if they had actually they stopped the count in Florida, and if they knew,
the dangling Chad stuff,
if they had kept counting the votes in Florida in 2000, that Gore would have won. That's why they stopped the count and they sent it up to the fucking Supreme Court. That's what they want to do with Trump this time.
They couldn't have another good economy with another Democratic president now, could?
Oh my God! So
well, Trump stopped the whole what's the survey that they take all the time of everybody in the U.S.
Oh, the
census.
The census, yeah.
They were doing the census, the national census, and Trump stopped it at one point because that way it was going to throw skewed numbers into a lot of these polls, and a lot of misinformation will go out there. Well, misinformation is incredibly important. Everybody that thinks Lizzie Borden thinks that she killed her family with an axe, but she was acquitted.
Yeah. No, it's wasn't it also that he wanted to put a question on there about your citizenship, whether you were illegal or illegal, and they've never done that on the census before?
That's right. He tried to make a change to it, but that was after he had stopped the current census that was going on.
Yeah, because he just wants to stick his fucking filthy little fingers in everything. Literally.
Ew.
Well, it's true. Prove me wrong.
Think I'm gonna
He even fingered that fucking chair on stage.
See our shorts for that video.
So disgusting.
It's rising up. It's rising up.
So
his little tiny white pasty hand.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, gross. It's so gross. He's so gross.
It is.
What are you playing?
Oh.
What are you on now? Okay. So, we have Trump announcing that he's considering Eileen Cannon for Attorney General in second administration. Is absolutely all Jack Smith needs to get her tossed from the case once the 11th Circuit reverses her utterly ludicrous dismissal of the case. Trump screwed himself royally here, and I go, yeah, I actually think it came from leaked documents from the Trump campaign. I could be wrong on that, but I don't know. Just trying to do a little correction there. Tristan Stowell said, Trump considering Judge Eileen Cannon and indicted former Deputy AG Jeffrey Clark for U.S. Attorney General if he wins. This should be grounds for an immediate investigation. Cannon, is there a quid pro quo on the Mar-a-Lago case? And Clark, a blatant case of witness tampering. So a lot of people are bringing up the fact that this is not at all fucking legal. And then I have to skip ahead because Glenn Kirshner said this. Let's pull these two stories together. Trump says if he's elected, he'll fire Jack Smith in 2 seconds. And Trump is considering appointing Judge Eileen Cannon as Attorney General. Given that only the Attorney General can fire a special counsel, and given that Cannon is the only judge in the country who has ruled that special counsel is unlawful and unconstitutional, it's easy to see why Trump would pick an unqualified hack like Cannon as AG. And there was a question down in his channel or his tweets, and it said, can Smith use 45 statements appointing her to AG as evidence of a quid pro quo and get her tossed off the case? And Glenn Kirshner said yes. So I'm like, 11th Circuit, you better come through, motherfuckers, or we're coming after you
Seriously.
too. Jesus.
Seriously.
So if that's not a blatant quid pro quo, we've never seen it before.
Well, it's a blatant weaponization of the system, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he accuses us of doing. The left of doing.
Every
accusation is a confession.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just the onslaught of it is the staggering part.
That's, you guys, I'm only on page 7. And I've been cruising through my notes. I've literally been cruising through the fucking notes.
Oh, baby.
By all means, keep going, because I'm interested to hear what else happened, because
there's no way I can cover this in 13 minutes. So we're going long. Are you in for the long haul?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Roll.
then let's keep going. We got Lincoln Project doing a Hitler-Trump ad. I thought it was so good. Everything they said in it pertains to Trump, and everything that they said it pertains to fucking Hitler, with Hitler imagery in the background. It's fire ad, in my opinion.
They do wonderful work.
There you go.
They really, really do. You gonna roll that beautiful bean footage there, Tony?
Call from Jupiter Judy. To accept, press 1.
Hello, Judy.
Oh, it's not Judy. It's Bicycle Mike.
Well, the AI said it was Judy.
It said it was Judy.
I swear it's not Judy.
You don't sound anything like Judy.
I
Mike.
know. Mike, how you
Hello,
doing?
formerly Judy.
Yes. Well, maybe in a previous life. You never know. But I do have nice legs, and I do look good in fishnet stockings.
Oh, there you go.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I think most guys know, they just won't admit it.
I wanted to publicly thank Andrea, the moderator. She gifted me a meet and greet and a ticket for Sexy Liberal in the Orchestra. So I'm stoked. But I was wondering if there's anybody out there who would like I think I have a ticket that I bought a while ago. It's not a great seat at all, but I'd be willing to give it away. And also I'd offer rides.
Offer rides. Where, give us a little bit of
I'm out in the desert.
You're in the desert?
Yeah, I'm east of LA, so I will be traveling at least 100 miles in. Okay. And anybody on the way, I'd be willing to pick them up. So I've got plenty of room.
All right, so Bicycle Mike now has an extra ticket. I've got 3 Sexy Liberal LA tickets now. That, my God, you guys, Somebody jump on these tickets, please.
Ticket rich.
And also, I wanted to
Ticket
put out
rich.
there if anybody wanted to meet earlier in the day, not in downtown Los Angeles, but somewhere out of downtown LA.
Right. So, I guess get in the chat, get in the Discord, get on Twitch, and find out who's going to LA.
Yeah. Well, I've been putting it out there, but nobody's responded back, so I just wanted to put it out publicly like this, audibly.
So if
maybe
anybody's
somebody out there wants to go.
If anybody's interested in that ticket, contact us, email us at 21stcenturysuffragettes@gmail.com, and we will hook you up with Bicycle Mike and his ticket.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I have his contact info.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, Mike, thank you for calling in and letting us know.
Far out, Mike.
All right.
Right on. Talk to you guys soon. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, love. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one. So go ahead with the ad.
In the 1930s, Hitler didn't just seize power. It was handed to him by the wealthy, by the powerful, by a compliant elite, by people who thought they were above the angry masses and violent anti-Semites. He was given power by Germans who knew what he believed, but thought they could contain him, control him, that his crazed speeches and dangerous antics were just for show, that his hatred would never turn on them. But like every dictator before or since, Hitler used his power to bring death, despair, and tragedy to the world. Before the world said, never again, millions of Germans believed, it can't happen here. Germany bet wrong in 1933. Will we?
He says, you're not going to be a dictator, are you? I said, no, other than day one.
Yep. Time is running out. We got
Not on my watch, motherfucker.
12
Not on
days.
my watch.
We got 12 days left.
It's like waiting for delivery.
Yeah.
12 more days. I have to do this. 12 more days.
All right,
And
screw
then
that video. All right, here's this video.
the release of carrying such a big load
Yeah. Yeah.
will be there.
I know, but we've had this one for a decade, not just 9 months. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, no, I know. But that's the only thing that I can equate it to is that moment, just waiting for that moment.
Right.
Because it's a long haul growing a baby in your belly.
So here's a video. This is we were talking about this earlier. This is footage from what's it called? Scotia, New York. Homeowner rink.
No, not Scotia. I never even heard of that. I can't remember.
You pronounced it the right way earlier, honey. Anyway, New York, the Ring camera report showed Republican State Assembly Joseph Mastriani removing a political mailer from the mailbox, putting it in his pocket, and then stuffing his own flyer in the box. And this is a federal offense. And then I have a video.
She doesn't like me telling people, but
Thanks, Mom.
Dad.
Tony, here's the video of a reporter catching up to him. So then, a couple hours later, I see this on Shitter where a reporter had caught up with him because he was, I don't know, he's talking in a parking lot. I don't know. And there's literally a podium. See the wood podium thing? Yeah. So please don't distract me.
tripping.
Oh, really? You didn't commit a federal crime there, bro?
Yeah.
We
Sure
got
seemed
you
like
on
a federal
ring-
crime to me.
Yeah, got you on Ring camera. He even said it was
These
bad.
motherfuckers.
They're just playing dirty at every turn. I didn't even cover this story.
It was bad.
Yeah. That's Tony.
Oh, that's bad.
It was so bad.
I didn't even cover the story about how Elon Musk paid people to knock door to door and they figured out how to fucking jip the app and say that they were knocking on people's doors while they were sitting in Starbucks taking his fucking money, you idiots. Like, he gets trolled by his own fucking people. Like, I didn't even bother covering that story. It's just too fucking ridiculous. Oh my God.
They have no low. There is no low. And it's just gonna, the shit hose is gonna be, remain on full open until we reach our destiny, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Buckle in and put on your Gallagher suits.
Thank you for that.
It has been formally announced that Beyonce will be performing for the Harris campaign in Houston, Texas. Let me repeat, in Houston, Texas.
Houston.
And by the way, a little side note, she opened a campaign headquarters in Tallahassee, Florida. You're going to tell me Texas and Florida are like a toss-up right now? Really?
I believe they are, actually.
Freedom!
Yeah. Absolutely. Because,
my phone is blowing up.
It's time.
Yes. Thanks, moms. All right, she's got to go. All right. Thank you, moms, for modding and hanging out.
Love you, moms. Thank you, honey.
And we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, I love this. It was a meme that I saw. Said, "We hate Trump like you hated President Obama. However, we hate Trump because he's a racist. You hated Obama because you are a racist." And I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget my mom, like, talking about Obama and the way she did. It was very alarming, to say the least. Like, violent and really horrendous.
My parents voted for Obama twice.
And well, my mom's a diehard Republican, always has been.
I was fortunate that way.
So when I heard her speak, and now I know what she meant, but I know because I know what a piece of shit racist she was raised as, I don't even know if she knows where she is right now. If she even knows she's on the planet. No clue. It's sad, but it's very true. Now, Benny, I don't know how you feel about this, but there has been such an onslaught of Donald Trump and his groping, and this is an old video, and I kind of never saw this, but because they always chopped the video so you couldn't see the whole video. This is a video in slow motion at Turning Point USA. This was several years ago. I don't remember exactly when, but I remember this video going around a long, long time ago. Slow motion. Watch him, and the thing is, they used to crop it so you couldn't see the bottom part of the video.
Right.
Watch him pull this young girl's hand towards his crotch while he tries to kiss her. Look at down. with her hand on the back of her hand on the you know what I mean? On the inside.
Yeah.
Now,
he's a disgusting motherfucker.
and look at that look after the fucking little fucking, oh my God, he's so disgusting.
That's that frat boy kind of horse shit.
Just, I never noticed that before because I swear to God, they always cropped it so you couldn't see the bottom half. I've seen that video a shit ton. I never saw the bottom half of that video ever before. And somebody pointing it out and putting it in slow motion really emphasizes the whole thing. But Benny, I was thinking about doing a whole episode on Donald Trump and how he treats women. Because I've so much stuff. And you got to have a fucking
It's got to go out there. It's got to be in the atmosphere.
You got to have
it's part of the poison in the boil that needs to be released so that it can officially pop.
And last night, in regards to the story about to break, on Twitter, Kamala groped me, hashtag Kamala groped me, was fucking trending last night. But I'll tell you what, I clicked on it and I fucking went through it. Nobody was falling for it. Every single one of the people that were there were a fucking, they were saying shit like this. Holy God, Kamala groped me is trending because MAGA knows their candidate is has sexually assaulted women and young girls and they don't care. And one after another, because they think sexual assault is a joke, because they, just P. Diddy stuff. You got Kamala groped me in this video, this video is actually more disturbing to me than anything else. This video, you don't have to play the audio. It's a GIF really now. It's a GIF now. Mm-hmm. But it's Donald Trump whispering something in Jeffrey Epstein's ear that makes Jeffrey Epstein.
See, I can't make it big because it's a GIF.
Yeah. Everybody knows, everybody's seen this already. But when Donald Trump says something so disgusting that it kind of grosses out Epstein, you know that there's a fucking problem there. And look at Ghislaine in the background right there. Ghislaine's right there in the background. Yep. I mean, that video is really fucking disturbing to me. Now, this young lady with the clear glasses, I fucking love this girl. I don't know who she is. She's a TikToker. You got to play this at 1.5 speed because she does talk slow. But it's 7 minutes 25.
Oh, God.
That's why I play it at 1.5.
For those of you who are interested in what...
Hold on.
She even says, go ahead and speed it up. You know what I mean?
Good for her.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wrong thing.
I love her glasses, by the way. They're fabulous.
And she's gorgeous.
Donald
Yes,
Trump,
she
you are an absolute
is.
disgrace to America. For those of you who are interested in what I would say to our former president, you might want to speed it up. Hold right here. Mr. Trump, I saw your rally in Georgia today where you said not one word about the good work of the current administration or diplomats in bringing home Americans, in bringing home a Marine. Instead, you congratulated the dictator who was holding them hostage. You congratulated a tyrant who trumped up espionage charges on American citizens. I don't know why I'm surprised, given that you invited Russia to target your opponent when you were running in 2016, given that you never believed any of the 11 intelligence agencies that said that Russia interfered in the 2016 election, given the fact that at every opportunity to defend Americans, you stood with Russia instead. And when Russia helped Iran put bounties onto the heads of American service members, you said nothing. Given the fact that when Russia coordinated with the Taliban to target American service members. You were too much of a coward to stand up for Americans. You are an absolute pathetic man. Every time a patriot, an actual patriot, has stood up to you, you go on personal attacks. Members of the military, national security experts, terrorism experts, members of the intelligence community, you find them useless. In fact, you stood in front of the Star Wall at Langley and bragged about yourself. Those stars are people who gave their lives for this nation. And you used the backdrop of that to brag about how wealthy you were. It's no wonder that you only got your Truth Social off the ground by coordinating with relatives of Russian oligarchs on the sanctions list. It's no wonder that you only wanted to talk to Vladimir Putin in Helsinki if there were no witnesses. It's no wonder you repeatedly, at every opportunity, have spit in the faces of Americans to defend Russia. And we all know exactly why now, given that the intelligence community is once again saying that Russia is trying to interfere in our election. We all know why you're praising Putin, because you're afraid he won't back you again. But more than that, when you run away from America because you are running from the consequences of your cowardice and your treason, you want somewhere to go, and you are desperate to have Putin welcome you with open arms. Benedict Arnold is the most famous traitor in American history for being loyal to his king. You don't have that excuse. You don't have the honor either. You have outdone him, Mr. Trump, with your being a Russian asset for decades. You are a spy. You are a rapist. You are a predator of children. You assault women. You are a bigot, a xenophobe, a racist, a fake Christian. You are a traitor to America and to American ideals. It's why you are so willing to, as you put it, terminate all rules and regulations to include the Constitution. And why were you willing to do that? Because you lost, and you could not cheat and steal your way to power. It's why you're so desperate now. You don't want anyone to know just how far you have gone to sell this nation to the highest bidder. As if we didn't know about the payments from Egypt, or Saudi Arabia, or China, or Russia. You are loyal to anyone who will put money in your pocket, and you will sacrifice American patriots if it makes you wealthy. You are disgusting, Mr. Trump. How dare you? You once said that General Milley deserved a very specific fate because he stopped China from thinking we were going to initiate a war, and you were angry that he was able to calm them down. So you threatened his life. The chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, you threatened him with public execution. And that is exactly why we all know now that you will defect. Because you accuse others. You project everything you're thinking onto others. And you are terrified that when you have to stand in front of the 330 million people in the United States of America, that you will be the one to face a traitor's fate. I wish you a long and happy life, Mr. Trump, behind bars with nothing. May you suffer in your prison cell until your last breath, and then may you be judged by the Creator and enjoy an eternal fate you well deserve.
Boom.
Bravo. Bravo. That's fucking Mike.
Can you
mic
imagine?
drop.
That's 8 minutes from that chick on TikTok. We don't have fucking mainstream media doing that.
That's right.
They could do that. They could do
Damn.
that. We got.
If one of the mods has the link for that, if you have the link for that, Tony has the link for that, should put it in the chat, and everybody should share it on social media.
It was on TikTok, and I got it from Shitter. Somebody else reposted it.
I can share it.
Yeah.
That's
how the viral thing works.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it was 8 minutes long, and I played it fast at 150 speed, but
Don't be sorry. It was
we're already
fine.
10 minutes over time, and I'm still on page 7.
Pages.
You see what I mean? This is when you're covering the news like I'm trying to do just for the show, right? And there on Wednesday, there were so many stories that I thought that were like that video. I'm like, that has got to go on our show. Period. End of fucking story.
Yeah.
That is more important than putting out Dana Bash going, oh, Kamala Harris didn't seal the deal. Fuck you, Dana Bash, you piece of shit.
Yep.
You C-word. By the way, Bruce Springsteen is performing at the Harris rally right now in Clarkston, Georgia. I just want you guys to know, okay? Like, literally, I'm watching it right now.
Stop.
Yeah. They're doing such a good job on their campaign. I hope it's a blowout. I hope it's a fucking blowout.
Diane, I am your protector.
So, Donald Trump said that he stopped a war with France yesterday at a rally. Will you roll the tape?
Oh my God.
Please.
What? Where?
It's right after her.
Right here?
Yes. He stopped a war with France. I don't know. That's
Boy,
the illegal. That's the wrong one.
We'll no longer send you bread.
That's the wrong one. I got it all wrong.
No more baguettes for you.
I'm sorry, Tony. That's my bad. It's my bad. That's where he didn't like his hair. Oh, there's the Richard Nixon. Oh, this is where he talks to Bibi Netanyahu every day.
We don't need that.
How he wants to record everything. But then he would be Richard.
Wars with France. Okay, I found it.
Yeah. That's the one I was looking for.
As many as you have no idea what I did in the White House. I stopped wars with France. France, you know the France story? They were going to charge us, think of this, 25% to all America. I have to protect American companies, whether we like them or not. Some of them I didn't even like.
I stopped wars with France.
He's talking about trade wars.
I know, but he's
as many as you have no idea what I did in the White House. I stopped wars with France.
With France, I'm okay. And he goes, you know the France story.
Yeah. No. What's the France story?
What the fuck is the France story? I've never heard of the France story before, and I'm sure fucking Macron has never heard of the France story either. What the fuck is the France
God. Vive la baguette.
It was the champagne and wine.
Champagne and wine tariff war. But he wants to say that he stopped a war because it came out in Bob Woodward's book that Biden stopped Putin from dropping ballistic fucking nukes in goddamn Ukraine. I don't know. This guy, he's fucking nuts. So the DOJ
Jesus slid off his cracker acid.
Yeah, we already said the DOJ sent their version of a cease and desist letter to Elon Musk for his $1 million voter lottery, warning him he might be running afoul of the law. And Mueller, she wrote, said, I'm really surprised DOJ did such action 60 days of an election, because we all know Merrick Garland, Jesus Christ, like, it's like crickets. Yeah, crickets with this guy. Here's Donald Trump's Homeland Security Secretary official, Kevin Carroll, saying that Donald Trump, quoted Hitler on the regular.
Yeah. She's great. Motherfucker.
Frequently said to senior staff, why don't my generals support me the way that Hitler's generals supported him? And of course, Hitler's generals, for the most part, did not support him. They tried to assassinate him several times. But just the fact that the president would think of himself, the fact that President Trump would think of himself in the same sentence as Hitler is a terrifying thing. The man quotes Hitler. I mean, phrases like poisoning the blood of the country and enemies of the people, those are things said by Hitler and Stalin as well. And it's not as if he's accidentally quoting them. When it's brought to his attention, sir, you just quoted Hitler. You just quoted Stalin or Lenin. He doesn't mind. He says it again. He certainly admires Hitler. I mean, he frequently said to senior staff, why don't my generals support me the way that Hitler's generals supported him? And of course, Hitler's generals, for the most part, did not.
Sorry.
So you got more and more of these people are coming out and saying this. Somebody's got to listen. Do you think it'd even sink through to the right? Do you think that
Nope.
they even care?
Nope.
If it did sink through to them, if it did squeak through, do you think they would care, Benny?
How about no?
I think you're muted.
You're muted, Benny.
You're muted, Benny.
Shut up, Tony. The hardcore MAGA or the hardcore MAGA, nothing is going to penetrate that bubble of stupidity and ignorance, blatant ignorance, I might add, to reality. But I know that there's a lot of Republicans out there who are voting for Kamala. And there's a movement. There's movements in so many different sectors of people who weren't, decided or in the other party, as it were, and they're motivating to vote for Kamala. I mean, there's that channel that I talked about the other day. It's out of Miami, Cuban community, which are absolutely fabulous, and they're all over the place, and they got such a movement down there that that was one of the last places I would expect to see such a huge in Miami. The fucking, what's the name of that place with the old folks with all the STDs?
The Villages.
The Villages.
The Villages, yeah. Sorry, guys. STGs are no joke, right?
Them and their golf carts.
But, yeah, now, I was surprised to see that, but I was gobsmacked to see the action in Miami with the Cuban community.
Yeah. Well, and I think that Latino influencers are reaching out and putting out a lot of material. Just saying this guy.
Brian Tyler Cohen has a Spanish-speaking channel.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's absolutely great.
I actually watch his Spanish-speaking channel. I don't speak Spanish. But I can go in and I can read the comments, because it's got the translator.
Right.
And, yeah, and people are on the move, I'm telling you.
Nice.
It's great. No, I think that they're doing a fabulous job. They got a lot of money, and they're spending it in the right places at the right time when they need to. I'm whoever is running her campaign, fucking
has got Donnie on the ropes.
Chef's kiss to you. So, in the realm of everything Trump touches dies, Rudy filed dozens of lawsuits filled with lies for Trump in 2020. Trump never paid him. He lost every case. He got fired from his firm, fired from his radio show, sanctioned, disbarred, and sued. $148 million judgment against him. Lost his apartment, his furniture, and his jewelry. This is what happens.
Oh, Rudy.
This is what happens when you. Hey, McDonald's, did you see your stock plummet because of your little
Couldn't happen
stunt?
to a nicer fella.
Yeah,
Everything
exactly.
he touches dies. Literally.
I'm sorry that I'm laughing at somebody else's plight, but he deserves it. Karma's a motherfucker.
Jane
If they're a douche nozzle, I'm okay with their misfortune.
Jane 853 in Michigan on Twitch says Rudy is a legend in his own mind.
Yeah. Yep. It's true. It's so true. And it's all self-inflicted. I mean, he had the world by the balls. You know what I'm saying?
Captain Turk says, yeah, now that's what I call going through some things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Happy 420 somewhere. It's
Yeah, it
definitely
is 420
on the
421
on the
somewhere.
West Coast here.
So,
Donald Trump's saggy McNugget.
oh my God, I keep thinking there's a call from somebody. So, Mark Elias, I love Mark and I love reading his tweets. They make me feel, this is the good news in between all the shitty news, okay?
He's such a bright man.
Oh, he's so good.
He knows his craft. He knows his craft. He's fabulous.
Monday, the RNC lost its lawsuits to disenfranchise military and overseas voters in Michigan. Tuesday, the RNC lost its lawsuit to purge voters in Michigan. Wednesday, will the RNC lose its lawsuit to end voter registration at the VA offices in Michigan? I mean, so he says, stay tuned. So I'm like, okay, honey, I'll be watching for your next fucking tweet.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mark is the shit.
You can purge the rolls on a daily basis, and it's not going to ever match up. I mean, there's people die, people become 18. There's going to be a dichotomy between those numbers every single time.
People move, people go into the military, they go overseas.
And it's not a big enough number that it really would sway the election one way or the other, I don't believe.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't cover is MTG going, they're doing the same thing. The voting machine, their turn. And now we've got officials having to come out
We made
already
a hurricane.
to debunk the bullshit. Jesus Christ.
You are
She was
We
quiet.
made a hurricane.
She was quiet for so long. She was quiet, and then she had to open her big mouth again.
Literally, I'm
That's
like,
just who she is.
yeah. Okay, so we're getting close to it. We're getting so close. I mean, I'm what, halfway there, kind of. Oh my God. Keith Edwards says, I've been told that Trump groped a minor at one of his donors' dinners and that there's video. TikTok. Jackie Smith says, Macedonia appears to be bracing for a storm of revelations regarding their cult leader. Buckle up. I've got Lev Parnas. My sources in Trump world are telling me that some devastating news is about to break regarding Trump. Stay tuned to see what it is. Multiple Krasenstein. Multiple sources with connections to the Trump campaign are telling me that it's a full-on panic mode at Trump headquarters right now. They are expecting a horrible bombshell to be dropped and don't feel that Trump is being honest with them. Meanwhile, this is trending on X, and Trump's campaign needs it removed immediately. It is everywhere. So I have the video of Mark Halpern making the announcement. And then I've also got this, which I actually have to agree with this. Meacham on Twitter says Trump could drop his pants, take a huge steaming shit on the Bible, then wipe his ass with the Constitution before taking a piss on a crucifix while screaming Jesus is a fucking loser, and he wouldn't lose a single MAGA vote. And I go, I kind of have to fucking agree with him. Yeah.
Because he hates who they hate.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, and all of that. So, and we still haven't seen it drop, and I was so expecting it to be everywhere today. But all I see is literally Harris out on the campaign, Bruce Springsteen fucking playing live, announcements that fucking Beyonce is going to be opening up and performing in Houston. That's going to be a massive fucking thing. That's huge.
Yeah, it is.
And then you got
standing room only.
I have seen this video on every video I have watched today. Every video. This is the most fucking disturbing thing I've ever seen, ever. I'm going to say the things about it before you hear it. That it's sexually bizarre. That it's infantizing women and girls. And the people cheering in the background are really disgusting. And that daddy, which equals Trump, is giving Harris quote unquote spanking. It's lunatic. It's lunacy. It's to speak of an abuser, a white supremacist, and maybe even a pedophile. It's recreational cruelty. Old school misogyny.
All right, I'll play it.
If you allow your 14-year-old to light a joint at the breakfast table, if you allow your hormone-addled 15-year-old daughter to like slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're going to get more of it. And those kids are going to wind up in rehab. It's not good for you, and it's not good for them. No. There has to be a point at which dad comes home. Yeah, that's right. Dad comes home. And he's pissed. Dad is pissed. He's not vengeful. He loves his children. Disobedient as they may be, he loves them. Because they're his children, they live in his house. But he's very disappointed in their behavior. And he's going to have to let them know. He's going to have to get to your room right now and think about what you did. And when dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl, and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. And no, it's not going to hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not going to lie. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this. You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl. And it has to be this way. It has to be this way because it's true. And you're only going to get better when you take responsibility for what you did. That's not said in the spirit of hate. It's not said in the spirit of vengeance or bigotry. Far from it. It's said in the spirit of justice, which is the purest and best thing there is.
Oh, God.
That's not even the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I couldn't stand any more of that.
Tony
Disgusting.
edited it. He can't even. Tony can't take it.
No, that was the end of the
disgusting.
video.
He's disgusting. He's fucking disgusting. I can't believe he's still allowed to speak anywhere.
It's just been. We just had Justin Trudeau under oath say that he knows that Tucker Carlson is being paid as a Russian asset to spew shit like this.
Yes, ma'am.
And those people who were in the background. Now, okay. I'm sure, people who are in the 50s and the 60s and like our age. Okay. I got my ass beat when I did something wrong. But I did something wrong. I didn't just, I didn't put my feet up on the fucking breakfast table and light a joint. Yeah?
Right.
No.
So, I got my ass beat when I was disobedient. I'm thinking all those people there who were like, I got my ass beat, so why shouldn't you get your ass beat? And then why shouldn't Donald Trump beat Kamala Harris like she's a little girl and put her over his knee. And
You're
I'm
making
like,
me nauseous.
this is so fucking. Well, that's why, Benny, you know, that's why I was like, am I gonna. I want to do a Donald Trump fucking special on how he treats women and all the fucking shit that I have collected.
Yeah.
There's so much
You
of
need
it.
to do that.
Okay.
Yep.
But I don't want to do it by myself, but I know it's hard on people who have been through domestic violence themselves, who have been abused themselves, who have been sexually abused in any way.
No, I really saw that as Tucker spanking his girlfriends. That's what I heard in that speech.
Well, I also heard mommy issues.
Yeah.
Major fucking mommy issues. Wait until daddy gets home. Remember it was like an old kind of trope in the fucking
That's what my mom would say.
comedian world. You wait until your father gets home. You're going to get your ass beat.
And my mom didn't say shit to my dad. But
There was a whole sitcom that was named "Wait Till Your Father Gets Home."
Yep.
There was?
Yeah,
I don't fucking
absolutely there
remember that.
was. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is all about Elon.
Leon.
He's so tiresome. I'm like already exhausted.
He no longer amuses me. Take him away.
So,
motherfucker.
Musk is a paid Russian asset. Musk was forced to reveal who financed the purchase of Twitter. Amongst the owners are two Russian oligarchs who are close to Putin and were sanctioned for the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Petra Avin and Vadim Mashkovich. And Anonymous said people ignore the Russian connection because it suits their political agenda. They don't want to admit they've been duped. They rather burn their country down than admit they've been scammed. I mean, these people who think that Elon Musk is a great guy, again, we played the video earlier where he goes in a nest and he takes over and he has his mouth wide open and then he takes all the fucking money and then he goes to the next nest and pushes out. I mean,
takes other people's ideas.
Takes other people's ideas and then
Like Edison. Yeah.
Puts his name on it, just like Donnie does.
Yeah.
Yep.
And gets government contracts for them.
Yeah.
Oh, if it wasn't for Obama, Tesla would have been dead because of Bush crashing our fucking economy.
Yep.
And Obama saved Tesla. You should be on our side, you fucking piece of shit.
He voted for Obama.
Well, he says he did. Who the fuck knows? I don't even know if he's a citizen or if he can vote.
Seriously.
Fucking assholes. It's exhausting chasing the stories and chasing the fucking tail. And like, how do you get this guy out of there? He's already made these deals. He's already, the government pays him on a fucking daily. He's a goddamn billionaire. It's insane.
Those DOJ contracts need to go away. They need to be looked at and scrutinized for sure.
Well, he's being sued, so.
Yeah, he's fighting all these 24 lawsuits, 25 lawsuits.
By the federal
By the federal government, our federal government against him.
Yeah.
Look at all the lawsuits he's facing all around the globe. He's facing lawsuits in Brazil. He's facing lawsuits in the UK.
Probably
in the
China,
EU,
too.
All over, everywhere, yeah.
Maybe that's why he said in that interview with Tucker Carlson that if Kamala gets in, he's fucked and he's going to prison.
Probably part of it, yeah.
Because he knows he's breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Such an asshole.
It's just like a runaway freight train with
to have all that money and be such an asshole is proof that money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
No. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Trump on C-SPAN yesterday saying that he talks to Bibi Netanyahu almost every fucking day. It's 32 seconds long.
Okay. All right, hold on. Share.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
He
Smash
called
it.
me yesterday, called me the day before. We have a very good relationship. And I have to say fortunately, they didn't listen to Biden, because if they listened to Biden, they'd right now be waiting for a bomb to drop on them. And they did their own work. They did not listen. They couldn't listen because what he was asking. In fact, just the other day, they said to him, are you okay with what they're doing? Well, I don't want them to attack the nuclear, and I don't want them to attack the oil. I said, really? That's sort of the opposite.
Oh, my God.
I talked to Bibi Netanyahu. By the way, this is a crime, but apparently, whatever, there is no AG in Washington, D.C. Where the fuck are you, Merrick Garland? This is the Logan.
Yeah, hello.
He keeps breaking the Logan
Hello.
Act like it's fucking... I don't even know.
And
It's a
how
shithouse
weirdly
of
was he
breaking
holding
the
the
law.
mic?
He was holding the mic weird.
Yeah.
He was holding the mic weird.
Here's him at Turning Point USA. I want to tape every conversation. The problem is when I start thinking about Richard Nixon did that. Yeah. That means you'll be on tape too, bitch.
Yep.
You mean the spying on your campaign that got picked up because you called into fucking Putin's office? For fuck's sake.
He only spies on people when he's not around.
Every time I think about I want to tape every conversation. The problem is then I start thinking about Richard Nixon did that, and I say, let's do without the tape. Every time I think about I want to tape every conversation. The problem is then I start thinking about Richard Nixon did that, and I say, let's do without the tape.
I mean, this guy just can't. I don't know if he can figure it out. Can he figure it out? No. Because I honestly don't think he can figure it out. I think that
He was weaving.
he's doing the weave. Oh, for fuck's sake.
His hair is a weave.
Uh-oh. Grandpa's doing the weave again. We better get him back to the room.
How about
Let's hop up his medication in the shower.
How about you weave a
Way up.
weave a puzzle together?
Yeah. In your home for Trump. Okay, so I'm posting right now in our chat a list of these are quotes from the people who know Trump best. This is Pence, Esper, Mattis, Kelly, Mulvaney, Milley, Bolton, Hutchinson, Grisham, Matthew, Scaramucci, Griffin, Bill Barr, and McCaster. You guys could go and take this and you fucking spread it everywhere. All right? That's what you do.
Yeah. Yep. That's what you do.
That's him not liking his hair.
Take the click.
Who cares?
Take the link and run with it.
So, okay. Okay, now I'm here. Yeah, calling people vermin. Here's women's reaction to fucking Tucker Carlson. The piling up of the Trump is a predator thing. There's so much of it, you guys. Hold on.
Tony must have walked away from the dashboard.
Call from Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Diane and Benny and Brian. Brian, I'm
Hi.
so sorry about your back. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's luckily it's on one side, so I can still sit on a cheek.
Turn the other cheek, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. But I just want to call in very quickly and say, and I'm sorry if you mentioned this before, I've been in and out because I'm at work making phone calls, but when you played Tucker's whole thing, I feel like those comments Tucker made, because this Sunday is when Trump is supposed to be at MSG doing his imitation of a Nazi rally from
Madison
1939.
Square Garden, yes.
Yeah,
Nazi
and I'm
rally.
sitting there wondering, it's like I'm listening to what Tucker's saying, and I'm like, is this like the precursor to whatever it is Trump's going to say on Sunday? You know, and if any, that concerns me more. Now, it could be Trump's canceled on so many things at this point. You know, for all we know, he's going to, you know, say that he's going to do it. Then at the last minute, it's like, oh, you know, whatever, you know, whatever he complains about. But I, you know, it's because the other thing is, because my husband Jake said to me, he's like, do you think he'll actually fill MSG like the Nazis did back in 39? Like, I have no idea. But I mean, it's like, well, it wouldn't, but I mean, the truth is, it wouldn't just be white supremacists in New York. They'd be coming from all over the country for this thing.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah. And Rick Wilson said, with the Madison Square Garden Nazi event coming up, I wonder when a damn reporter in America will ask why Trump campaign is coordinating with the Proud Boys again, because apparently they told him to say don't wear your colors. Just don't come there and wear your colors. Thing is, this whole Madison Square Garden thing, I think, is going to blow up. First of all, Rick Wilson and George Conway are like sarcastically putting out the link to reserve tickets so that a bunch of Dems will reserve the tickets and nobody will show up. So they were like, okay, so hopefully that kind of happened. And then I've also seen,
that would
like,
be awesome.
In regards to anything with the Madison Square Garden thing coming up, which is this Sunday, by the way.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So anybody in New York City, you know, have your eyes peeled. I'm sure New York, I don't have to tell New Yorkers to keep their eyes peeled. What the fuck am I doing?
No.
Oh my God, what am I doing? Anyway.
Oh God. Well, I mean, just like the microcosm of how they treated him when he was going to court every day, and how there were people just screaming at him, you know, traitor, felon, you know. If it was, and that was like maybe 50 to 100 people every day. Can you imagine if they knew the Nazis were going to descend on New York City?
That's what I was getting to, Kath. Because when I read down after Rick Wilson's tweet, I got a bunch of people. We got a bunch of Italian guys, and we're all going to go down there. They have their own little militias that are pro-Harris, that are going to surround, and we're going to have our eyes out, and we're going to surround Madison Square Garden, and you won't be able to hide from us, you fucking Nazi fucks. And you're going to come to my fucking town? You're going to come to my fucking town and hold a fucking... No. New Yorkers don't take kindly to this shit anymore. They know what Donald Trump is, and a piece of shit. They've known for decades.
Oh, God. I mean, that's what, if you've ever seen Louis Black talk about him, and Louis Black is like, we had to put up with everything from him. His stupid, because I forgot all about Trump Airlines. And they confiscated his planes from LaGuardia. Repossessed his planes from LaGuardia. Like Rosie O'Donnell talks about that. She, in an interview when he was running the first time, she said, we're from New York. She said, I remember watching on TV when they repossessed his planes. You know, they've been through it all with them. And like Louis Black says, it's like, for everything we've been through with this guy, and you fucking idiots elect him president.
Yeah. It's you know. Well, that's another failure of mainstream media. New York Times has an archive of Donald Trump stories that they could have dug up before 2016 and fucking brought all that shit back to the surface. But because you got a Trumper who's now running the New York Times, you've got
and the LA Times,
the
too.
LA Times story where the LA Times, what was it? I got it. The LA Times editorial board voted to endorse Kamala Harris. The LA Times owners vetoed the endorsement. Now the head of the LA Times editorial board has resigned in protest. The mainstream media profits off Trump. They have an interest in bias and must not be taken at face value. And I when I was reading the story, I kept saying, that's why we started a show. That's why we started a show, because mainstream media failed at doing their fucking job.
You're absolutely right, because they could have, when he was running in 2015, and they were saying, oh, he's such a great businessman, it wouldn't have taken much to go back and brought up Trump steaks and the casino.
Vodka, water, airlines,
yeah.
All
the airlines, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything
this
he's
man
ever
has
touched.
gone through more money than I will ever dream of.
6 bankruptcies.
You know?
If just 6 bankruptcies were mentioned in the same breath, then he wouldn't have been such a great businessman. But that's Mark Burnett Productions via Vladdy Pooty. Yeah,
I know.
Daddy
It's like I'm waiting.
Baby.
No, Kassler hasn't said it, but I have to wonder if there's Russian money in Mark Burnett's bank account.
Fuck yeah, there is.
In all seriousness, I have to
I'm
wonder,
gonna
because it's
say
like when
yes.
you look at the timing, as Malcolm Nance says, there is no coincidences. It's like,
Kath, do you remember? No, Kath, don't you understand that Mark Burnett went to Vladimir Putin and said, I want to do a reality TV show about you. And then Putin said, I want you to do a reality TV show about Trump, and then we're going to make him president.
Oh.
That is
I
what
hadn't
happened.
heard that story.
Yes. That's
So there is the connection.
There is the connection there. That's why we got it.
Wow.
You know, that's why we've been watching Lincoln's Bible and Greg Olear over there on the 5-8. They got all the fucking deep goods. They got the deep goods over there.
You know, and it's funny, too, because even Stephanie Miller mentioned that she gets worried about Noel Kassler because he speaks out so clearly about everything he saw that happened on The Apprentice. And Trump's never said a word about him.
Because
Nothing.
he's probably got so much dirt. He's probably got so much
Oh, he
dirt.
buried those tapes. In fact, Burnett owns those tapes, not...
Yep.
So that's why they'll all be buried. And by the way, Ali Osher, never use the N-word like that. Just spell out Nazis. Just spell out Nazis, okay? Just spell out the word Nazis. Because when you put the N-word like that, I'm like, what? I had to read that 3 times before I was like, what?
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Yeah. Kathy, thank you so much for calling in, honey. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. And I just want to say really quick, Big Steph fan put in the Twitch chat that Mark Hamill posted that he canceled his subscription to the LA Times and said, I cannot abide by a paper that will not stand up for the right thing in these times.
And guess what? So did Mueller, She Wrote. Mueller, She Wrote said, I'm telling all my 800,000 followers to do the same.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
It's about time we hold them
Great job,
accountable.
everybody. Keep on rocking. Less than 2 weeks, and, you know, the thing is, it's like they're going to be throwing so much crap in our direction, trying to discourage us and trying to make us give up hope. But it's like, don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's like, we know what's right, and we know, you know, I keep following Christopher Boozy, and I forget the other guy who's a really good Democratic poller. and like all of them are coming back and saying this supposed surge of Trump, it's not real. It's all fake numbers. They're just the GOP polling is cooking the books just so that they can say that Trump's having a surge. It's not happening. It's not real.
Right.
Don't pay attention to
You're
it.
exactly right.
Just, let's keep our nose to the grindstone, keep doing what we're doing. My vote's in, you guys got your votes in. It's like, that's the most important thing. Get your vote in. And that, as somebody said, now that you voted, maybe you can help somebody else get their vote in. And that's how we'll win this thing.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks,
That's
Kath.
exactly how it works.
Thanks so much.
Take care, everybody.
So,
Thank you,
Bye.
Kathy.
She just brought up a really good point, and I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember what it was. Jet. Hey. Fuck, I can't remember what it was. The Madison Square thing. The front page of the Sentinel. Okay.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, here we go.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Gotta do it every show.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump.
Love it.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump.
I like P Dub's hashtag.
What's P
I'd
Dub's
like to
hashtag?
say that right to his face.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Donnie.
F45.
Yeah. It looks
Fascist.
like fascist.
Yeah.
Yeah, P Dub's hashtag F45CIS. It looks like fascist. It looks good. Good going, P Dubs. Thanks. Let's see what else. We got per NBC News, bulletproof vests, snipers, and drones. Election officials have to beef up security at polls. And Hoodlum says, it's absolutely disgraceful that one demented old man and his cult have done this to our country. 110%. I mean, just
So much disruption.
We got, what was it? Arizona ballots damaged after United States Post Office collection box was set ablaze in a Democratic-leaning county. Arizona law enforcement officials are conducting an arson investigation after election ballots were damaged when a United States Post Office mail collection box was burned in Maricopa County, a Democratic stronghold, at 1:30 in the morning on Thursday. And so they're saying, quote, "We encourage voters who use that mailbox in the last 36 hours to check the status of their ballots at beballotready.vote."
Yeah, Allie said it earlier.
And so, and it begins. I've been having fears of this, that they were going to just set the shit on fire.
They have no bottom. All they can do now is cheat. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's absolutely a whole, psyop. Just
They
to
know
fucking
it.
cheat.
We
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep the pressure on.
Yeah. So let's see.
Turn the shit into a diamond.
I literally got to fucking check off things that I've already covered. And oh my God.
Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and thank you.
So CNN, Harris did the CNN town hall with Anderson Cooper alone because it was supposed to be a debate with Trump, but he refused to show up. And Dana Bash has the fucking nerve to say that Kamala hadn't closed the deal. And somebody said she's going to both sides us straight into fucking fascism. And I love this list. Motor She Wrote said, how did Dana Bash say Harris didn't speak about any specific legislative priorities? Fuck me. Here are the specific priorities I heard: codifying road tax breaks for small businesses, building more housing units, immigration, prohibiting price gouging, down payment assistance, Medicare covers in-home care, negotiate drug prices for all, expanding manufacturing, protecting unions, tax penalties for corporate landlords, and that's an exhaustive list off the top of my head. I don't think Dana was listening, and I just said, Dana, you fucking bitch. We're almost kind of done here, so this few last things. Naval Academy disinvites historian Ruth Ben-Ghiat, who I quote a lot on the show, from History Department lecture under pressure from the Heritage Foundation, the founders of the Project 2025. And Joyce Vance said this is exactly what she's been warning about, caving into the demands of authoritarian leaders even before they're in place. It's dangerous and shameful. You know what? Naval Academy, after all the shit that he said about the fucking military, you're going to boot Ruth Ben-Ghiat, who's a historian on authoritarian leaders around the world and in history, in a history lecture. This isn't even a
teacher.
This isn't like a, what do you call it? Like a graduation speech for the whole.
It's not a course, or
it's not. Yeah, it's not a, what do you call it? Like a graduation speech where the whole school hears it.
It's not a commemoration.
Thank you. Yeah. It's a fucking lecture on history. And
it's a guest lecture. It happens all the time in college, yeah.
It's a normal part of fucking going to fucking school. I don't know. So,
that's terrible.
Well, that's what I mean. You got all the cock blocking, all this of massively funded things like Heritage Foundation. I remember my mom getting the Heritage Foundation, and what's the other one? Fucking
NRA.
Not the NRA, but the Heritage Foundation. There's another one that starts with an F, I want to say. I don't know. It's a Heritage Foundation-esque, right? And somebody in the chat will fucking know what it is.
Fuck! Just pour the drink, you fairy fuck.
Yeah, it's like these guys are heavily. This is Harlan Crow. This is Leo Leonard. These are the people who have bought the Supreme
Federalist
Court.
Society.
The Federalist Society. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
Jan from Michigan.
Jan, thank you.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jan.
JFO.
JFO.
Oh, JFO.
Yeah. So
Christine, everybody. Yeah.
I know everybody. I know it was on the tip of my tongue, and they're like, they're screaming, it's the Federalist Society.
Shout outs to you, family.
There's your delay.
Shout outs to you, family.
Delay is real.
But these are the people who have bought Supreme Court justices like fucking Clarence Thomas. You got to keep putting all the fucking pieces together. All the dots are connected. It's all for Trump. It's all for Putin. All these fucking people want dictatorship and authoritarianism. I always have a hard time with saying that word. In the States, it's insane.
Ain't gonna happen. It doesn't matter how much they cheat. Trust me on this.
So sorry, everybody. I got a hard stop at 8.
Yeah, we got
hard stop at 8.
We're gonna all stop because I'm exhausted, and
we've gone a little long.
I know we've gone a little long, but again, and I didn't even quite get to every fucking thing I wanted to get to.
I know.
And I still feel like
we rarely do.
I still feel like well, actually I do, but I feel like there was just such a shit hose on Wednesday because everybody's trying to cover up this fucking big story that's about to break.
And everybody's talking about him serving French fries instead. Gee, wasn't that timing?
Yeah. Tony, I want to end the show with.
I This guy jerking off?
Not the guy jerking off. The guy jerking off video, though, is really great because the politician comes in and he goes, "You can't finish." That's... Play it real quick. Fucking, what are we going to do? Play it real quick.
Oh, shit.
It's 28 seconds long.
Oh, God. That's how long it takes.
That's how long it takes?
Oh, so long.
Amateur.
That's funny.
You can get those numbers better.
All right, hold on, so you guys can see it too.
I'm so sorry, I do
Yeah,
gotta
that's
drop.
a good.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
a good idea.
Oh my God, you have to see this, dude.
Bye, Bri.
Bye.
Oh! Sorry, you can't do that.
What the hell, man? How'd you get in here?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're banning porn nationwide.
You can't tell me what to do. Get out of my bedroom, you creep!
I won the last election, so it's my decision. I'm just gonna watch and make sure you don't finish illegally.
Oh my God.
How do you feel about that, boys?
Yeah.
Huh? How do you feel about that one? I was going to end the show with this because I thought it was a really great ad from the Lincoln Project, and it's called Stop Panicking. And I think we all really need to stop panicking. Benny, is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
Well, number one, I'm not panicking.
Yeah.
I'm really not. If you could feel what I feel.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I could just make everybody feel it. But no panicking here. But, you know, I said it a little earlier. We have to put enough pressure on to turn this shit show into a diamond.
Yep.
That's what we need to do for the next, 12, 13 days?
Yep.
Yes. Let's make the diamond that we want. The diamond, the beacon on the hill we profess to be. Let's shoot for that. What do you say?
I say it's a deal. I love you, Benny. Thank you, Brian, for joining us.
You too, Diane.
Thank you, everybody, over in all of our chats. And we will see you guys. We might do a pop-up. So...
Because you never know.
Hit the notification bell so you know when that happens. Otherwise, we'll see you Sunday at 7. Thanks. Peace out.
Love you guys.
The race is close. The polls are razor thin. Republicans want Democrats to panic, to believe Trump can't be beaten. For everyone who remembers 2016, they're getting nervous. Well, get the hell over it. The polls are garbage. Trump is losing his mind and his campaign. Kamala Harris is winning, connecting with Americans, making the case for democracy, doing her part to help end this madness. There is no time to panic. No time to quit. It's time to fight. Vote early, organize, volunteer. Get out and show Trump you're not scared. Show him you're ready for the fight. Ignore the polls. Ignore the noise. We know what he'll do if he loses. Fake news. The question is, what will you do to make sure he does?
Out and vote. Vote blue. We love you so much. We'll see you.
Let's do this.
We'll see you Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Peace out.
Shout outs to you, family, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, and thank you again. Enjoy the music by Diane Russell. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family.
I'm mad as hell, but I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Let me break into the
change where there's love and security. Global mad worlds and the master plan. We hadn't come here to destroy your land. The evil power wants to shake my hand. Universal growth, the life out of man. Ooh, saturated with luxuries, emaciated in poverty. Le fondement, oh no, le fondement, oh le fondement, oh le fondement, oh le fondement, le fondement, le fondement. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The end of the world, 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 the end of the world. Oh, yeah, yeah, le fondement. And I'm alone on my birthday. Where have I gone? And am I lost? Where am I found? And I'm alone on my birthday. I'm eating soon from a can. I hate the mailman. My heart's in the garbage can. And I'm alone on my birthday. And I don't feel well. And am I in hell or am I in jail? And I'm alone on my birthday. And I've been spinning it round. I don't know when I'll find what I have found. I found you on my birthday, and now everything's changed. Nothing ever stays the same. I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love. When we fell so alone, so alone. So alone, yeah, when we were so alone. I found you on my birthday. We fell in love when we felt so alone. I loved you on my birthday, and now I don't feel the same. I wish every day could be my birthday. I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love. I wish every day could be my birthday. I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love when we were so alone. I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love. I wish every day could be my birthday.
Look how shiny it is, Grandma.